We ready now?
And we are live.
Salam alaikum magic family. I am Sujar Ray, your host for today. Rotation of 23 May 2024 of the 3-day full licorice / flower moon live call. We will be continuing tomorrow with this call for the 24th. Where the absolute royal sovereign emperor henceforth calls out all sovereign citizens / nations / governments, along with the reading of the royal bio for all caps HEM : emperor : Samhu a mini ray quote ad de loyi end quote, and the imperial and imperial executive missions for of the imperial royal office for his imperial majesty, the IIROHEM. The moderator for this rotation is Nationalities, and now I will begin with the pledge. All right, the pledge. Huh? All right, the pledge of the. Can y'all hear me? The Imperial. All right, so begin all acts breathing and thinking by saying Courtroom / all by way of the infinity flame of the dwellers enthroned in the flower of fire, by way of a universal traveler, dweller emperor, Samhu, a mini ray quote ad de loyi end quote, Zin Uru, smiley face. The pledge of the Imperial and Imperial royal flags for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, as I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial royal flags, I vow loyalty and obedience as I watch them fly. To the imperial laws of our Imperial and Imperial Constitution that governs our Imperial and Imperial Royal Empire, to this cause I hold my head up high. With honor I pledge to protect and defend all within the Imperial and Imperial Royal Kingdom, both family and friend, to ensure that all have their equal rights. To this cause I will lay down my very life. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal and national flags, I vow loyalty, sincerity, and integrity with zeal. As I will, so mote it be. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Ashe, so be it, so it is. It definitely shall be. Quote, Zen Uru and power we shall have, end quote. Thank you, : yeesh. Smiley face. Know thyself, smiley face. Salam alaikum with magic, family, and viewing audience. Trust all is well with everybody, and thank you all for joining us for this full moon live call, this rotation.
Salam alaikum with magic, Daniel.
Right.
Salam alaikum with magic.
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 Salam alaikum with
Cool.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Appreciate it. On behalf of the Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire, our acronym is SERE, in harmony with the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, ECMYE-IRKR in parentheses. Quote, the oldest independent autonomous autochthon nation / kingdom on earth, end quote. We welcome and thank you all for joining us via Zoom and YouTube for this full licorice / full moon live call, where we will summarize the alignment of earthly and galactical signature events that have occurred in the month of April and May 2024, with the emergence of the IIROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR, and the final phase. In the final phase, we will read the Imperial executive missions of the IIROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR. During these presentations, the floor will be open for questions and answers. Please be certain to note your questions, comments, accolades, and concerns to be addressed during these designated times. Therefore, we ask that you adhere to the following house rules. We ask that you keep your mics muted and videos off. We ask that you speak clearly and respectfully when addressing His-Imperial Majesty, space. For those logged into Zoom, we ask that you use the raise hand feature and wait for the host or moderator to call your appellation prior to speaking. Please state your appellation clearly before asking your question. Please limit your questions to a maximum of 2 to allow for others to present their questions. And lastly, please focus on the subject at hand. Thank you in advance for your attention and cooperation. And now, I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure. And now I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure to present to you a universal traveler, Dweller-Emperor, Samhu, Amini-Ray, Ade Yi. Salam alaikum wa magic, Emperor.
Hey, salam alaikum, magic. Shajah, how you be?
I'll be cool. Better, and better.
I be stuck in traffic for a second. So give me a minute.
Cool. All right. So at this time, we have a presentation that we will present. A beautiful video for the audience. All right. So we're gonna sit back, enjoy the ride, and welcome to our presentations. And again, please mute your phones and keep all your mics off, moderators. Yeesh. All right, I yield the floor.
Is there a connection, Emperor?
Of course there's a connection. You can tell it's all wash the Maya land. It's all ancient land. Going back to the OMAC. It's on your seal, on your right trout bag, international trout bag. Goes all the way back. Then showing your ancestors where you come from since you stepped on the scene. And so now you into a appointment and your arrival is on 31st. And now you get a hurricane that always shows up, you know. Katrina, I called all them. Man, the moon used to bet, peace be upon him. Well, he had to wait on me now, but man, the moon used to bet, because he said, how you do that? And I said, I'll be like in the vision, and a tear come. And wherever that tear drop, that's where a hurricane stop. Then he'll show me where it's going, so we just lose our time. So on this one, you know, all of a sudden, you know, you get this mass created, and you gotta look at the timing of the universe. And everything had just came in all of a sudden 8-9 days ago, and now you at this point where it was gonna hit land, and then all of a sudden it stopped, then it moved back and went out, and now it went around the land, and then you see how it sat there for 7 to 48 hours and just built, and now it's coming up to hit a date, to hit the land on a certain date with the speed of the wind and you know what's going on with the front coming in, and it's going to hit on your Earth Day and then cross the land on your Earth Day and exit the
Slam alaikum magic, and thank you for that. All right, so once again, welcome to our Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States, small s, full live moon reading, and we will be going into our slide presentation at this point in time. All right, so the Imperial IIEHU University presents our flower/licorice full moon IIEHU broadcast. Of course, it starts at 1700, 5 p.m. We broadcast yesterday on the 22nd. Today is the 23rd, and we'll be broadcasting tomorrow on the 24th of May, 2024. First year, second year month for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States. The Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire presents the incarnation of Sam Hu, a mini-ray on Ta-Mother Earth as his Imperial Majesty, space, in parentheses, all cap, HEM, who decrees and grants limited delegated authority to all nominationals, non-executive directors, NEDs in parentheses, and non-directors in parentheses, NDs, who are skilled and qualified, to operate a sovereign republic state jurisdiction. The purpose is to implement and advance the modalities of sovereign governance, commerce, and cultural variations for the properly formed and operational sovereign republic state, pursuant to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR. Today we showcase our Nama-national culture in harmony with the Nama-Shi compass and the flower/licorice full moon. Sit back, absorb, and enjoy the ride. Yeesh. All right. And now we will get into our protector's bio. Give me 1 second, guys. I can't seem to.
You need assistance, Naya.
I think I got it. All right, we cool. All right, so we start at the top of our banner. We have our absolute sovereign we have our absolute royal sovereign Empress Imperial royal flag starting at the right. Then we have our Imperial royal office for his Imperial Majesty for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic, great flag. Next to that, we have our More 48 Star of Peace, Full Faith and Sovereign Gold Credit, great flag. And then we have our Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States, national flag. The Imperial Royal House of Tunica Thunderfire and the Imperial Royal House of Samson L-Sam Hooray herewith ordained by decree and declare active and enforce the Imperial Royal Office for his Imperial Majesty. Effective date is there any way we can blow this up. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. Having a little technical difficulty here. Come on, computer. Let me read this again. Ab, is there any way you can blow this up for me?
I'll pull it up for you, Nayan.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Well, y'all playing tricks on you.
Is the screen big enough for you,
Yeah,
Nayan?
that's cool. You good. Thank you. All right, the Imperial Royal House of Tunica-Thunderfire and the Imperial Royal House of Samson L-Sam Hooray herewith ordained by decree and declare active and enforced the Imperial Royal Office for His-Imperial Majesty. Effective date 22 January 2024 / notice of accession for the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR / IMIRS file numbers :space NOA RAD or NORAD / 2024-00000001 space NOA VCLT -000000002 space NOA CRTAP -000000003 space NOA C -000000004. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions, effective date 3 December 2023 to 31 August 2023 / notice of appointment, in parentheses, amendment, and Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, effective date 28 June 2023 to effective date 8 January 2023, in parentheses, Imperial and Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree. To effective date 21 June 2022, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. To effective date 18 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial motu proprio / official Royal Decree public notice to the world. In parentheses, end quote, in harmony with the be it decree equity contract, space, Emperor's Directive Constitution, Emperor's Directive 0004ZA, small a / Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRK, via Emperor's Directive 0004Z, effective dates 4 April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Moorish Yamashi Empire, in parentheses, ICCMYE, space 2 Emperor's Directive 0003Z, space, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille, and official act of state. Effective date 9 April 2009. To Emperor's Directive 0001, in parentheses, CMYE USA small u / USA all caps. In parentheses, space, effective date 18 July 2007 to effective date 4 March 2004 / claim of the life, in parentheses, CL, to effective date 11 February 2004 / United States of America State Department, in parentheses, minor apostille verification numbers, space 04010010 and 04010010-1. 2, colon space 2, the aegis of the Treaty of Berne and Constitution of the Universal Postal Union, effective date 30 September 2003, quote, retroactive to 9 October 1874, end quote, in parentheses. Oh, end quote, colon space, excuse me. 2, effective date 20 June 2003, slash the state of Georgia, in parentheses, major, dash apostille verification number, colon space, 5604B, USA, all caps, colon space. 2, effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, IIEHU, nationality, dash YM, in parentheses, colon space, 2, effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washington, nationality, dash WN, in parentheses, colon space, pursuant to, quote, sovereign state, end quote, the Yamasee Native American government via Mount Arafat Embassy, dash UN, colon space, 208, dash 1992, USA, small u, slash USA, all caps, effective date 19 June 2003, colon space, in harmony with the, quote, sovereign state, end quote, United Washington de Dugdamaunia, dash UN, colon space, 215, dash 1993, USA, small u, slash USA, all caps, effective date 20 March 2003, colon space, 2, effective date 28 January 1837, space slash treaty, small t, of September 16, 1836, colon space, pursuant to the Constitution for the United States of America, small u, USA, small u, effective date 17 September 1787, colon space, 2, Treaty of Peace and Friendship, effective date 18 July 1787, quote, retroactive to 23 June 1786, end quote, colon space, 2, Treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, colon space, to the beginning of recorded history slash our dash story, as recorded in the stones at Uwachton, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum droit, each, colon space, smiley face, nut pro tunk, and nut pro tunk and Yamash.
All right, I got some stuff there.
All right.
That's a whole lot, y'all. We haven't really expressed that. We say a lot and who we are, but that piece you just read, you know, people don't really fully understand that, or the world don't. You feel me?
Yes.
So, my question, you got out of that little paragraph right there for me right quick.
Well, the first thing is, why even have this paragraph? What is the purpose of the banner in total?
Purpose of the banner? When you have a state or sovereign, your banner recognizes, going all the way back to flag law. What the flag represents, where you stand. So in our creation, this is our state. We created banners with different flags and seals on it. And then, once we move past that course, you put that banner up there because the royal house, you got two royal houses. So you got people in the world who believe the House of Britain and the Moroccan house and Spain house of royalty, all that they claim, Portugal, all the way back to the 15, 16, 1700s, is the only royalty that's on the planet that's claiming that title. And then, of course, they say the only one that's coming is this guy they call, they got a lot of appellations for the brother. But, anyway, look at it. He done came and gone. And that was his time. They didn't get the 3 keys. So they're trying to prolong that mission, like, if y'all paying attention. Because they ain't got no sovereignty. They ain't got no salvation. Popes die, presidents die, kings die. They ain't got nothing. They control the military, but that's it. But what else they got? Start controlling you and writing laws to enslave you and all that away from your own rights. You sell over your rights to them. You feel me? Like they high and almighty. You feel me?
True.
So you inherit a royal house, Imperial. The Empress transferred it from Turner to Tunica and brought in the Matriarchal, okay? So we still have the Matriarchal. It's the Imperial Indigenous Matriarchal Council. You feel me? So that never went nowhere. Only difference is now you got a sovereign emperor above the council to keep it in check. You feel me? And make sure, it ain't invaded or, by other nations. You feel me? So that's how you lost it the first time, So me inheriting that seat, all right, that's Thunderfire. See, that's why you say Tunica. Thunderfire. See?
Right.
It can never be separated again. Because my proof is in the pudding. How I was nationalized double chief by 2 chiefs of the United Watchtower Dunn Nation that was created by who? The Crown Prince, Ramses Abel Bey, who was appointed by the Empress for the whole world to know in 1999. You feel me? So he passed in 2004, which left that sovereign seat, and I'm Thunderfire. So now Thunderfire raises up to be, see it? So that's that royal house. So you brought back that house to the world in a different format and with different authority, okay?
Yes.
You got me?
Copy.
All right, so then you go to where? What's the other one? What's the other royal house?
You said, what's the other royal house?
Yeah.
The Imperial Royal House of Samson L. That's Sam Hooray.
See, you got the I and you got the E. So now the I comes in, why? Because I'm the one who came and did what? Raised our predecessors' royal flag, which was the emperor. See, because only an emperor could come and raise the emperor's flag. That's why you've seen how on the diplomatic international arena, they have, got it down from emperor to sultan, Khalifa, all that down to a king. You see?
Down, copy.
See, so they kept degrading away from the emperor because the emperor's absolute. And you can't be on absolute, somebody capture your flag. So when they took the emperor out, they captured the flag, and you've seen how long Morocco was in slavery, basically, to France to do whatever the America wanted them to do. You feel me? That makes sense to you?
That makes sense.
I'm working up now so I can get on camera with you.
All right.
So that's why you have that banner too, because you got not just one royal house, you got 2 royal houses. See, so you got the E, Imperial, and the I. Okay, you got land rights under both of them. You got constitutional rights under both of them. You feel me? So you got anything you need to move your state. Does that make sense to you?
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's why you see that at the banner. So anything coming from that's giving authority down to who? Me.
Copy.
So you see, I had to grow, and y'all been around me long enough. See, I had to keep growing into my position because you ain't born like that, and y'all know how things come when it's time to come. See, so now you have raised up to your official position, His Imperial Majesty. So they dock you on the scene as His Majesty. So they were kind of to me, disrespect because they wanted you to be analyzed like the rest of the royals out here on the market. So you had to come along and change it and say, no. I'm his Imperial Majesty. I'm over all y'all. I'm over to every royal on the land. They don't have no constitutional military. You got a constitutional military first. Come on, man. Go check the record. I'll let y'all go back and find out that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got your own recording service. You got your own court. You working on your bank, your money, on your currency, all that as we speak. But that's what comes with a sovereign state. You never seen us out there arguing with the officials on the other side. Not one time. You feel me? We had no reason to.
Right.
Because we're not gonna argue with you about the contract that you created called a birth certificate. We're just gonna transfer it over to our state. There ain't gotta be no argument. It's called commerce. You feel me?
I feel you.
So now you got to get yourself set up. Why? So you can receive
that certificate. Mm-hmm.
So you can receive the energy.
Mm.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Because that's why it's energy. It's backed by gold. It's energy. Backed by material from the earth that they control. They control you. Feel me?
Copy that.
So what else on that? What does it say on that?
So the words underneath the banner. I mean, we call the whole thing the banner, but the purpose of you writing what you wrote here was to show the world what?
That you are sovereign. You're the true sovereign.
True and verified. Copy that.
They got to come now prove to you that they what?
Exist.
No, that they're a true king, which makes them a true sovereign. And none of them can stand up. You feel me? See, a lot of people miss the motu proprio. They don't see how important that document was because they're citizens. I said, we went for them no way. You feel me? So when you send the motu proprio out, you send an order out higher than the Pope or the Vatican. And according to their creed, he's supposed to be the head or the third in line to Christ, they say. You feel me? So when you came along and wrote what you wrote, he said the one that's here has more authority than him, and his oath that he take for the seat and the pontiff can't protect them no more. So he said, cut the crap. You feel me? And told them to bring in the birth certificate and straighten everybody out. Did they do that? No, they created a shell company, didn't they?
Right.
Created another shell company to keep you what? In bondage.
Bondage.
Fine.
So they could control, so they could be what? The executor over your contract. That's what you see 3-419 mean. They signed by accommodation, by permission from who? You. See, they can't do anything without your permission. You wanted that driver license? You ran to the test they gave you, but you didn't never read the fine print. You wanted that Social Security card because you get a job, you never read that fine print. So you constantly signing yourself over to them, you feel me, for that 419. So that's docked under the Simple Trust in Baltimore at the SC Corporation. You feel me? So they go look it up. It's public information. They got trustees that sitting as secretaries under the POTUS to oversee your contract that they got holding due course on. You understand?
Yeah. Real quick, Protective, was there any other options for the citizens outside of signing for the birth certificate, driver's license, etc.?
Oh, well, unless you're gonna be a freedom fighter, you know. Then they say they freedom fighters, then they never be fighting for the birth rate contract. They be fighting for some rights to vote and all that kind of stuff, you know. But they still, in the long run, they still what? Agents and basically slaves. So the fight was understanding the contract. You just got a lot of people got fed up and got people all riled up, want to picket, argue with the government, and all this and that, but they never ready for the rest, even to this day. They haven't read the contract. They trying to get rights now that you signed on as a corporation. You mad at them because you signed on as a corporation? Hold on a second. Yeah, what's in there? Okay, I'm back, Joe. You feel me?
I got you. So is that why, like, I guess it was the early 90s, corporations got rights? They looked at the whole thing and said, well, the citizens are corporations too, or corporations need to have rights as well then. Is that the reason for that?
Now say that again, you lost.
I said, back in time when they gave the corporation rights as an entity, is that the reason because the citizens were already corporate?
Well, no, it goes all back to George Washington.
Him being the first all caps. Okay.
Right. He being the first all cap. So he took it from de jure to de facto.
Fact.
So he brought in the corporation status. You feel me?
Yes.
So once he did that, they was granted the white privileges that come with running a state, which is treaty. Okay. So they was acting as impersonators, as the sovereigns on the land when there wasn't no sovereigns on the land no more. But they was able to operate because the world seen them as that, and then they maneuver whatever with the Cornish Act and then the Jade Treaty to get these rights back under England that's been under since then. You feel me?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So now, only thing England can do over here is citizens. So that's why their Social Security traces all back to England. They front with the Social Security Administration and all that stuff. All that stuff is corporation. IRS belong to England. They're not official government functions of the United States. But since they operate in a fraud, that stuff like that get away, and they make it seem like it's real,
right? Because
you agreed to the contract. You feel me?
Feel you.
So the main thing is that you got so many people out here don't want to read contracts. So you can imagine coming over here to read about a sovereign state, how their brain work. You feel me?
Exactly.
They can't even see it. They can't read. So we come on these calls because we got a sovereign state. You got people say, "Why y'all doing calls? Y'all not nationalized this and that." Because we got a sovereign state. We ain't talking to you. We international. You know, we already seen your makeup. You classify yourself as an African American or white or Indian by nature. We got that changed when we did the government. I told y'all. There wasn't no Native American stuff on there until we did it. I'm the one who did that. Went down to the IRS and told them we weren't on the record to get a job. That's how we understood it back then. And next thing you know, they put Native American under it. Because we had a contract with the state of Georgia that said we were Native American back then, feel me? Now y'all see, now you know why you got Native American on your W-4, right?
Right.
You talking to them. All behind the scenes, you see? Now, I had plenty of witnesses that day. That boy up there in Virginia that stole that's used my signatures, you know, treason to get that IPO number he stole us from UN, and he got to go back and account for now.
Right.
All them boys in there, all of them. Ain't gonna call no names. They ain't worth me wasting no breath on them. You feel me?
Hey.
So you see, so all during that time, you was structuring or developing to get to be who you is. And everybody was trying to tell you what to do. You got to go this way. You got to go through chief. You got to do this. You got to do that. We gave the chief all the respect he needed because we put a contract on him. Okay. Once he did synthesize, what you mad at me for? I saved the whole damn state. But they act like they mad at me. You feel me? Which don't make me no difference, you know, because I got to make correction too. I think I said 28,000 last night on the call. It's 26,000 years that was put on them. So, like I said, you know, when I write this new decree, I'm writing, it might go a little farther because I'm coming to my seat. And I told everything that's happening now. I told you back in 22. Remember?
Yep.
All right. So now go. What else on that banner?
Salam alaikum with Magic Emperor. I've noticed that on the website you have very different documents, such as the Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree, or the Imperial Constitution for the CMYE. On this banner, you have the notice of accession, which is something seems to be new from this year. What actually is this notice of accession about? Every day?
Oh, my bad. Assalamu alaikum, Magic. I said, nice. Name.
Emperor, you're muted, just in case you're speaking.
Oh, I'm back. No, there's something wrong with this internet.
Okay.
I'm talking to you and I ain't got time to do it. I had to get some assistance there. But anyway, in our development, we done came through different stages of fully understanding the full faith and credit clause and the authority that we have under our state. Okay. So a part of that journey was the motu proprio. That cleared the sky, everybody. You know, everybody had a chance to speak. You know, okay. Then you had the press release, because all these Moors been running around for 30 some years, okay, you know, claiming the red flag, green star, Morocco.
Right.
They didn't have no right to do any of it because it told you in the treaty you had to be under the king to fly that jurisdiction. But you see how rebel they get cast over here in America, you know, tough crowd. You know what I'm saying? Tough crowd. So, and then with the press release, as a sovereign state, you had to come and give everybody a warning. Okay? And, you know, because since 4 March 2004, that's when you establish yourself as a sovereign prince on the land. So that flag came under your jurisdiction. You just didn't have a court yet.
Right.
You know, you just didn't have a court yet. So I'm going to, you just didn't have a court yet. So, fraud don't have a statute of limitation. You feel me?
Meaning we could take it to whenever, right?
Yeah, fraud don't have no statute of limitation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So by not having no statute of limitation, Okay. Well, I wasn't worried about it coming before the court one day. You feel me?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I just, you just moved on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you ain't got your court set up. So cats is out there violating that contract. Okay. You ain't got it set up, so you can't really argue, the fact of what's going on. You feel me? So you just let it had to slide, and you let they thought they got away with this and that. Okay, but now it come down to the point where they got to show who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to put a press release out. But you got a lot of them out there. You got the Moore Science Temple, all them cats out there flying, doing their attempt to fly the. Because all the cats out there on the market, I don't care who they are, they all claim some part of Drew Ali charter that he created in Chicago. You feel me? So they all claim that. So that's a charter out of Chicago, Illinois. They don't have no authority to do nothing.
Right.
It's a religion. You can't run no state. So you have to let these cats know. So they gun ho out there, you feel me? And they, walk around fezzes on all that, pretending to be a Moor. Because a true Moor got his own venue. That makes sense to you.
Right. Yep. Jurisdiction. Mm-hmm.
So that's why your nationality got your own venue. You got everybody hollering about nationalities. They ain't asked that one simple question. Well, where the venue at on it? You feel me? And they ain't got no venue. That makes sense to you.
Perfect sense.
So you gotta let them know. And you have some of them that's so disrespectful, they even using your seals and stuff to put on their paperwork to make them look like they legit or attached to you or us. You feel me? So you had all that stuff happen. You feel me? So you gotta put a press release out because now you coming on the market. And they see you on the market as a true sovereign. You got recognized at the UN, State Department, everything. Been that way since '04. But now you coming out, you can't have them, you can't continue to have them attached to you at that level. You feel me?
Gotta sever them.
So then we came, and then after we put that out, you see how it hit, because we found out behind the scenes, like we supposed to, that certain countries and republic states out there on the market was asking why would we want to be attached to a Moorish Islamic court. Y'all remember that, don't you?
Yeah. Remember? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we said, huh? So you see, even though you put the press release out, that's how they understood it or seen it. They couldn't see it no other way. So that's the level. Because you above all them here. You remember that? We had that word, that guy said, the emperor's, way up here. Cause y'all just come down a little bit so we can, get a grip on this thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, because I'm way out there. You feel me? 10, 12, 13 years ahead of everybody, maybe 20. So anyway, we had to come back then. You seen what came out 8 January 2023 to what? Set the record straight. And then was able to go back and straighten up certain things that made a typo or something in the motu proprio and all that to set that record straight, because like word came and said what? Only the emperor can write and straighten that out. Nobody else. That's why you see me write it. So I can straighten it out. All right. So from that school, going through the birthing pain, coming up out of that, you had to do what? You had an appointment. The chief had an appointment when we made him the head of state. He never made an appointment. Chief Black Eagle I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that the fight though in Georgia, Loganville down here, he went up to the UN doing his best to represent that position, but you don't see the flag raised, do you?
Nope.
No.
All right. So that was an honor regard that he got when he went up there to recognize that that state exists. Now that that state had done ran its course for 10 years, I own it, and transformed it where it is now. Okay, Imperial CMYE government back then, because the 10 years had expired that the Chief Black Eagle had to what? Systematize the government. Now, de facto Klan called that self attempting to do whatever they were doing. That's Klan. They wasn't the non-resident alien, all that crap. You feel me? But the state just said still. Couldn't nobody touch it for 10 years. So we had put in the Chief there. Once he didn't activate that appointment, well, being a true sovereign from 04 is the only reason that state got saved. That's why it's explained in the Declaration Decree. Right. Outside of that, that whole contract we did in 03 would been done. And on with that boy like he's doing right now, surviving would have been surviving like he's doing now, is through that EIN number he got, which brings him back under what? The British Crown. Because he gotta have an EIN number to operate. See, we don't need none of that. That's why you see me it takes a time to get that state running, because they ain't got no patience. They really got an EIN number. Well, that takes you out of everything then. That makes you a double nigga now, right?
Wow.
You feel me?
That's the worst.
Right came out and gave it right back, went back in.
That's what I'm saying. So that's like I say, some say getting too high, whatever. Well, it's called comprehension. RIF, RIL, reading fundamental. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, Protector, you got a red sky?
Huh?
You got a red sky out there? Where you at?
Oh, nah, it ain't red. This might be the sun behind me. Yeah. I just get some air, that's all.
Your background match my background right now.
I know, right?
That's why you said perfect.
You know, so, and then you come along how to write your story. So when you take the Al-Marak story, you don't stop at the Emperor. You carry it all back to the Idris, all back to 789. You take the Yambish story all back past 513, 1513. You feel me? You see, because now it's your story. They can't come and write your story. They gave you history on what they say they done and perpetrating who you are. But now you got your own story that you're writing, and you're writing your way. Feel me?
Yeah, bro.
That makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense. So back to the accession, the notice of accession.
Okay, I get there. All right. Okay, and you know, all your horses. So once you did the appointment, okay, y'all noticed we started putting out certain missions with being in tune with the judicial immunity of states and their property, remember? And so we understanding that you had to show you got a court, you had to show you got a credit empire and all that. So we started putting out the missions. So, and right after that, y'all seen they took me right into what? My mission, my royal mission. Okay. Once I put my mission out there, what you're going over this call, okay, so that's mission. It's in motion. And, you know, so that's why we're discussing when we get there, you know, we might think making anything for 4 damn days, you feel me? But anyway, once we get finished the mission, we ain't really have any full moon shows no more. We stepping away from that because you know, y'all have all your stuff done. You moving to state now. You ain't really got time to talk to them no more. They ain't hear you by now. You moving on because you're an international player. You big time. They stateside. They can't do anything. Right. You feel me?
Right.
You can do stateside and international. International world is wide open. You feel me? So, then, if you a true sovereign or a monarch can do that, I ain't gonna say a true sovereign on this one, but a monarch whose constitution, see where the constitution come in at? That has a venue, grants you certain type of authority, right? to sign on behalf as if you was a what? A monarch. Whoever's sitting in that seat. That's why you see Trumpian trying to get that seat up to work. A monarchy, but he doing it the wrong way because he's a mobster. You're trying to say, you take away that power with the president, we just got lamed up. You've been lamed up since Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
Abraham Lincoln last a Republican president. You don't have no damn republic no more. They got a democracy. That's not a republic. Totally different, like night and day. They got a Republican Party, but they don't have no republic. They got to prove that shit now, because you got the republic on this land, and they gave you the authority to have it. That's big. That's why they can't prove it, because they already gave it to you. Starting to get it now. Makes sense now, right?
Wait, say that again. They can't prove it because they already gave it to us?
I gave it to you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what he had.
They don't know what they
What did Colin Powell say? What did he say? Peace be with him. What did he say?
He said,
I don't know what we're getting ourselves into here.
United States is big enough.
But hell, the United States can handle it, right?
Yeah.
They got all kind of headache from that one, don't they? Because they couldn't ever put no lays on it. See, when the cartels were getting caught down in Mexico crossing over the Yamasee ID, they couldn't, the Mexican government want to open up diplomatic ties with us. Well, Obama era presidency said, no, there's another part of the government got to be developed. And that's why them ties never went through. But it's these cats that they fight though down in Georgia signed on behalf, with these Cortez film, this clan in Mexico, and gave them all the rights to do what they want to do. And that stuff is over now.
Right.
So that's why, that happened at the state line down there. And he got summons down there and the FBI told that the guy not to use that number no more. You can't use that number no more. That United States, that's why you see he put out that bullshit on me with that treason charge. He didn't have that number on it, did he? Yeah, United States State Department like that. Whoopie, whoopie, woo, man. He know about the State Department. Where the number at, Nick? Anyway. So when you get to that point and you already got your appointment, this is what you got to do. This ain't nobody you got to get permission from. This is authority that come with your seat. Whether they like it or not makes no difference to me. You moving the state.
Right.
Ain't never nobody say everybody gonna like you. You feel me? I'm the unwanted one. You ain't none of you supposed to like me. I be questioning y'all, don't I?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, it's tough crowd, man. You feel me? Tough crowd. But anyway, so for that appointment, I had to do you had to attach yourself to the land. So you can't go out here on your paperwork and say you're part of a treaty, piece of friendship. You part of San Ildefonso treaty up trick, and you got to prove it. So when it came time me to prove it, what I do? I sent out notice of accession. You feel me? So to do what? Not just prove it, to come and have them prove that they got what they say they got.
Yeah.
That part.
You feel me?
That part.
And that lasted, 120 days, international law, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you do your count yourself.
Right.
But y'all know we signed on 22nd January. Y'all know about them 2 twos, right?
Right.
Feel me? So the accession is you attaching yourself to treaties, okay? The land, what you claiming, you feel me? Yeah. That's under your venue. All right, so if the Washington family claiming they got this and that, where's that? See, because I put it out there on the market, let them know I claim, I own it. You feel me? That make sense to you?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Purpose.
So now they gotta come through me to prove they ain't got any status now. I own that land, 3 million acres up. That's what we're gonna work on that 68,000 now. That's capital. That's why the Empress named it. I'm going with her. Like I said, I ain't got no problem getting by her granddaughter, who Crown Prince Ransby asked me, that I had to come and save one day.
Yeah.
What you mean by that, right? So I told him, "You gotta save it one of these days now." I said, "Why?" He said, "They got us surrounded." So when I had a conversation with him, to talk to her, that like he said, surrounded. Like she's so holy, she can't even speak for herself. I mean, y'all didn't stop playing these damn games, man. You feel me? It's 20 back then. It was 2020 back then. You feel me? You know, this guy saying her daddy saying he's the what he say? Like he was, the heir, her son. His what that title you had out there? And I'm like, no, fool. That's when she have a son, if she had one, takes on that earth, takes on that seat.
Yeah.
You can't be heir to no damn throne. So that's letting you know what her brother talking about he the crown prince. Come on, man. That's crazy. That's madness. So you can imagine what they're doing around her. They got that big ass ego.
Yeah.
You feel me? You may make it look like they got incest going on, right?
Yeah.
So with the session, you put everybody on the spot. England, Portugal, Spain, the Vatican, all the Morocco, Congo, all of them. Put everybody on market. So you got to crown of Congo too. So that king, okay, Dome, that's the last king of Congo. You ain't had nothing after him. He the one that made the crown.
Right.
You feel me? You ain't had nothing after him. So that crown has that territory on this. So it ain't about no republic or democratic. Both of them gonna have to kneel. That lands on that crown.
Right.
You feel me? Then you got IIEHU. That when you get back to Ethiopia, you taking over that territory too. Now you see, I got a mission.
Big mission.
Big.
Huh?
Big.
And you see, so that's why that accession is out there, right? Because if all of them out there talking, I don't care who they are. These little clowns in America don't mean nothing to us, because they just organization. You feel me? But they want to act like they cocky or whatever. Tell them to show you what they can do in a session since they got a government. They claim all these governments with state tags on them. Tell them to come and do an accession to some treaty.
Right.
Did I answer your question about notice of accession?
Yes, Edward. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's a question in the chat from Nanya Mojag Ray. Where does one find any information about the contract to the birth certificate? That's Mojag Ray.
I mean, that's not even for no type of call like this. It's it's you sign on as a citizen. They giving you more information. They have to. So as we tap into them marinas, that's state secrets. So they ain't no normal gonna be out there sharing none of that information. That's inside a state secret. That's why it's state secret. So you fully know the contract. Why you gonna get out there and tell people they're classified as citizens? They don't have a right to breathe, tell you the truth. So they got them classified on corporations, a building. Then they drive around act like they human and sign a cursed signature, which is fraud. So the damn building can't write no damn signature. So you accept all authority that you did on that corporation status when you sign it. That's why when you come in there, they ask you to state your name so they can get permission to talk to you. That's traps of the court. You feel me? I got you.
Traps of life right now, the way you just put that one. Goodness gracious.
Court games.
All right, y'all good? That makes sense?
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
You were taught to put signatures on everything. Goodness gracious. So hold on, Protector. How are you supposed to I guess sign?
All cap. You gonna give it to like they gave you.
Okay.
Yeah, me. I mean, I can't sign for something I ain't got full disclosure on.
That makes sense.
That makes
So I call it a signature or autograph. You feel me?
I feel you.
All right, what else you got? Man, I found me a rocking chair. Are y'all in for it now? Come on, I'm messy.
Do we got any
Come on,
more?
what you got?
We got any more questions?
No questions in the Zoom chat at the moment.
right.
Are there any questions in the YouTube chat? Can the YouTube observers operators let us know? Until then, host us over to you. I yield.
I got one more for you, Protector, before we move on. Why was the Yamasee and Washita nationalities that you received, why they were so important?
Well, at the time I didn't know. It was just my bloodline was part Washington and Crown Prince Ramsey Bay taught me and groomed me. So when we did the Yamasee, he said, "Well, you got to do a Washita because you got Washita blood in you, bloodline, all that through Sampson County, all that." So I got double nationalized with the Yamasee and then with the Washita, and there was a big big argument about with them, talking about who loyalty that I was with, whether the clan leader or the Washita leader. I said, I ain't loyal to neither one of them. I'm loyal to the damn contract I signed. And so that kind of upset a lot of people. But they couldn't go no farther, but like Crown Prince Ramsey Bay said, everybody, all of them is, vibing off of your energy. So that's why he said, don't trust none of them. But none of this be going on if it wasn't for your energy. That's why he said, I found who I'm looking for. You're going to say, you the one going to save the land. And you might have to say the Empress one day. Matter of fact, you're going to have to say the Empress one day. Her granddaughter. All that came to me way back in 03, 02. Man, say, 02, 03. So look at that journey. Somebody give you, and it come full disclosure 18, 17 years later. You feel me? Outside of all the death curses that got thrown on you, all kind of spells got put in your land, trying to stop you. And, but look at all that protection around you. You feel me? So you just keep moving. Now you at a position where you ain't going no damn where. You feel me? So, and you came and did everything you need to do. Being who I am and coming from my light that I come from, you had to come take over the land. That's why I say you're going to rule the earth one day. It didn't say I was going to rule the United States. It said the earth. So you look at all the land. Russia part of Washington. China part of Washington. You feel me? These are all dictators, and now they got all these millions of citizens, and they control them through all these parliaments and stuff. They ain't got no sovereignty, no land. All them niggas gonna die. They can't. Death is my cousin. That's my royal. I come from the light. Death wouldn't exist without the light. You feel me?
Feel you.
So sooner or later, die they must, right?
Hey, hold on to that last breath.
So then they got coming for me. So it's best you know me now, because I'm here now. Oh, you ain't gonna never, man. You know how many times I done turned that heat up to burn that soul out of existence so it could be pure enough to come back to the dwellers? Come on, homie. That's all pain you going through. Like I told him, I burn them for 26,000 years, bring them out to see my face again, and then send them right back. You feel me?
Wow.
That's the royal family you talking about here.
Right.
The real royal family. So that's why I like walking small with a big stick, so you can see everybody. So until my time comes, that's what I got to do. I've been doing this long. I'm pretty good at it by now. You feel me?
Hey. All right. Appreciate that, Protector. Do we have any more in the chat on YouTube? Any namas?
No questions in the chat. Sorry, my mistake. There's a question from YouTube, from Alan Sojourn. Can a normal move or trust from de facto side into the indigenous side kind of normal.
No, we have no need for, you got jurisdiction first in line. Jurisdictions on that side before you go anything.
Okay.
That makes sense to you?
He said, can a normal person move a trust from de facto side to the indigenous side?
Yeah, I think that's what it's alluding to, the question. Can a normal person move a trust from de facto side into the indigenous side? If so, can you give an example? How some undermine.
He said, can you give an example of how some people undermine or misuse their trust? Protector, you there? We'll come back to that. All right.
All right.
Cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, there we go, get down into the bio. So we have the Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty presents His Imperial and Imperial Majesty.
All right, what you got now? What was that question?
The question was, how do some people undermine and misuse their trust? Can you give some examples?
Oh, we don't have to be a trustee. They don't have, oh, excuse me. They don't have to be a trustee. See, when you become a trust is set up through a three-stage process in the United States. You got a settler, okay? Then you got a trustee, then you got a beneficiary, okay? So the seller comes in, then she steps off the scene, never be seen again. Trustees come in, they got what? Bylaws and indenture. So to have a trust and not to be operated as a trustee, you dishonor the trust. You still operate as a corporation. And there's certain things you're supposed to do with that trust so you can get yourself funded, okay? So that you can move and operate that trust. So you dishonor the trust by not knowing how to operate it. That's why attorneys in every state is trustees of the state. Because that's how they operate. You got to operate in that same arena, but, very few of us are, tough crowd, you feel me? So when I came along with the seller, the sovereign, okay, well, now the sovereign come over his venue, because he have a venue and operate his venue. And he got a trust doctor over there on that side that he can operate as a trustee and whatever route they want to go. You feel me? That make sense to you?
Copy that. Did that answer that question from the YouTube family? Did it get back to us?
Yes.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. All right, do we got anything else before we move forward?
Nothing in the Zoom chat at the moment. There you go.
Cool. All right. Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty presents His Imperial and Imperial Majesty, Emperor, Sam Hu, a mini Ray, quote, ad de Loyi, end quote, Khufu, Renewal, Zodok, Samson L, Protector, 8th Marquis, de Masson Rouge, quote, Thunder Fire / King Louis 20th, Sovereign Crown Prince, Darius Zodok, in parentheses in Yamashik, quote, in Yamashik, Divine Royal Blood, and quote, hereafter, all caps, HEM, Emperor, Sam Hu, a mini Ray, quote, ad de Loyi, end quote, smiley face. Ipso jura, ipso facto, interregnum, disjure lodium, jus sole, Jew and Eus hereditatis, Jew and Eus gladi, Jew and Eus honorum, Jew and Eus -imperi, Jew and Eus Majestatis in solo proprio for the country of United States, small s, / Imperial Moorish Al-Moroccan in parentheses, a Mexim Empire, via his Imperial Majesty's Royal Post, pursuant to the Continental Moorish Yamasee Empire - Imperial Royal Kingdom, henceforth the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, head of state and mission for the Imperial Royal Office for his - Imperial - Majesty, exercising plenary civil powers upon the land, USA, small u, per the organic American states of the Union known as the United States of America, major, USA, small u, including - supreme, small s, authority, imperial and imperial territorial sovereignty, dominion, imperial autonomy rights, imperial equity and heritage rights, allodium estate rights, imperial right privileges, venue, amity, commerce, navigation, imperial treaty, small t / treaty, capital T rights, full faith and sovereign gold - credit, Westphalian sovereignty, foreign sovereign immunities, jurisdictional immunities of the state, diplomatic immunities, and all constructive agreements of intent in matters relating to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, internal, local, and international affairs for the Imperial and Imperial Royal Crown executive powers via the Imperial Royal Office for his - Imperial - Majesty, effective date 14 February 2024, in parentheses, notice of accession for the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR / IMYRS file numbers : NOA RAD / 2024-000000001, NOA VCLT - 000000002, NOA CRTAP - 000000003, NOA C - 000000004. 2. Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions, effective date 3 December 2023. 2. Notification of appointment, in parentheses, amendment, effective date 31 August 2023. Retroactive. 2. Imperial and Imperial - Royal Diplomatic Decree, effective date 8 January 2023. 2. Effective date 21 June 2022, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. 2. Effective date 18 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial - Moto Proprio / Official Royal Decree - Public Notice to the world, in parentheses, end quote, pursuant to the be it decreed - equity contracts, Empress Directive - 004Z small a / ECIRK, via Empress Directive - 004Z, effective dates 4 April 2014, per 3 April 2013 / ICCMYE, 2 Empress Directive - 0003Z / notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille, and official - act of state. Effective date 9 April 2009, 2 Empress Directive 0001Z / CMYE. Effective date 18 July 2007, smiley face, 2 effective date 4 March 2004 / CL, 2 effective date 11 February 2004, - United States of America State Department, 2 effective date 20 June 2003, - the State of Georgia, USA, all caps, 2 effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, Yamasee Mer nationality, 2 effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washita Mer nationality, in parentheses, 2 effective date 28 January 1837, / treaty small t of September 16, 1836, in harmony with the quote in harmony with, quote, the Constitution for underscore the United Small U States of America, USA Small U, effective date 17 September 1787, per the trusteeship office of the Moorish correction, Grand Vizier Chair of for correction, the ancient Empire al Morocco, effective dates 4 March 1789, USA, all caps, and 18 July 1787, USA, small u. Pursuant to Treaty, capital T, / Ancient Empire of Mexim, in parentheses, Al Marak, effective date 23 June 1786, space 2, Treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, space 2, effective year 1789, space / more - mer end quote, to the beginning of recorded history / our - story as recorded in the stones at Washington, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum. Droit, yeesh, space. Bio for his Imperial and Imperial dash Majesty space Emperor space Sam Hu, a mini dash Ray, quote, ad de lo ye, end quote, dated 6 March 2024 at 08:23. Comments, questions?
You should have 2023 or 2024.
Go back down. Correction if I said 23. Oh no, I said 2024 at 08:23.
I got you. I know y'all got some questions, right?
Yeah, we got one in the chat already. Can you break down the imperial equity and heritage rights?
That's easy. Y'all should be able to do that one, right?
Well, the imperial equity, that equity comes from the debt owed and our Constitution.
Well, you gotta give it to them a little better than that.
Okay. How can I put on my ambassador hat? Okay, so due to past events, in order for to the Americas that you know today to even have come into existence, there was a revolution that took place, and it was funded by gold that was given to them by way of the emperor. And I know for most in America, it's like, what are you talking about, an emperor in America? Well, yeah, America's had an emperor at a point in time, right? So
Well,
during the time of the protectorates.
Well,
come on, protector, yeah, help me out.
See, America is Morocco.
There we go.
Well, Al Morocco used to say, Al Morocco. When you see the Shriners out there with the red fezzes on, that's representing the Moorish temples that still exist.
Right.
Okay, so they say they're going to do what? Upkeep. Until you come back and do what? Get your seat. So now you finally know. Now you finally know what's the old great secret they keep trying to hide, right?
Right. Which is
Who the secret? You is. Feel me?
Right. Right.
But look how many brothers out there standing on that situation and kneeling to the worshipful master as if they got some secret that they're going to, one day give them to make them what? Cold.
Right. And the truth.
So the secret is you. So that's all going down to what Washington or Georgia boy and all them done when they stole your privileges. Okay?
Hiram Abiff.
Hiram Abiff, right. Really? So the Moroccan Empire was losing at that time. Leave it that way. Hold on. And one more second.
Moroccan Empire was losing. He said something.
Yeah, he said, hold on a second, but that's what he stopped at.
Yeah.
The Moroccan Empire was losing at that time.
All right, so what were you saying, Sir John?
No, he asked what you were saying. I said you stopped at Moroccan Empire was losing at that time.
Well, losing that time because the emperor produced the ships to keep up with the war, and there was a smallpox infection going on back then. So the emperor was almost forced to sign that 100 million. They were, to go in that. So then when they were trying to steal it, that's when Spain and France made sign it, write that constitution, because Constitution is a contract that's backed by equity. So the 100 million in gold that the emperor lent the revolutionary, they claim, or terrorists, we look at them now, to fight the Revolutionary War before Washington even became the president. That was back in 1774. Okay, so when they tried to steal it in 1787, they were forced to write that Constitution for.
Right.
Then you had 9 states at that time that were getting that jurisdiction from England on your property because of the losses you were taking. Starting to get it now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So in essence,
So that equity came from the Constitution for small use United States. So they changed it to a now and run it like oligarch. That makes sense to you?
That makes sense.
So they asked the question?
It does. Brother Leroy?
Yeah, salam alaikum with magic. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, cool.
So real quick, Protector, before we move on to the next question, you had said something. So in essence, the emperor at that time was doing kind of what you did. He was securing the future. Huh? By seeing
Well,
what
you got to realize the emperor is way more worth than 100 million.
No, of course.
That was just dropping a bucket. It was him saving. It was him saving. That's like a treaty.
Right.
Contract.
Right.
Louis XVI got his head cut off behind that contract. You feel me? So you see how deep that contract go. Even at the international court level, it says what? They can't claim 48 star flag belong to the Moor.
Right.
Because the United States owe a debt to the what? The Moor. The mirror. Okay, not to the Moorish American, not to all that crap they singing. Only one could come get it. So there was one who belonged to the emperor.
Right.
So you got to come back and get it. That's why they knew the emperor was coming. They felt secure. So I said I came back, raised that flag. I inherit everything that he's done since he put a seal on the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. As far as I take it.
So
that's where it lies at. You feel me?
So the true prophecy was the one Moor had to come back and reclaim his flag, and then all the Moors had to come under that flag. Is that correct?
On that one banner.
Got it.
They still kind of run the red and green flag. We're like, come on, man, stop being dumb. They don't realize how stupid they look on the international arena. They might look good on Facebook or they get the likes. But on the international arena, you claiming a sovereign flag in Morocco, you ain't got no contract with that person or that nation, you look stupid.
Embarrassing.
And anybody listen to you look stupid. Yeah?
Yeah.
What else you got for me?
It says, what is full faith and credit? What is full faith and credit? Excuse me, correction.
Well, it goes back to the equity you talked about.
Yeah, why is it important?
It goes back, it don't have no existence without equity. Because that's the full faith and credit you get is off the gold and the contract you under. By the Constitution, is the foundation of the land. Cause you can write off that Constitution. A sovereign state ain't never in no damn debt. You can always write it off itself. King Muhammad, the sense proved to you when they had an earthquake. His wealth fits that country up. He ain't let nobody in. Since he ain't let nobody in, y'all don't hear about it, do you?
Nope.
Funny, right?
Yeah.
He ain't let not one dignitary, anybody come in with nothing but Moroccans heal themselves. Because he got that sovereign. He ain't need no France, nobody. I know he want to bring French in what they done did.
Right, I was about to say, you bring anybody in, that's like a trap all over again.
All over again. So he shut it down, didn't he?
Right.
Why? He got connection with me now. We both under that flag. But I don't need a flag. I got my own. That's his flag. That's his country flag, and I recognize, I respect it. I got treated with it. So I don't have no need to fly. And it upsets me when I see these clowns out here flying that flag, pretend to be a Moor. And won't go fess up and be a real man or a real woman and go get some status from Morocco to fly that damn flag. You damn sure can't get enough in the United States. And I hope you ain't getting some of these crazy ass organizations out here because they ain't got a part 4 piss out of where to throw it out of.
Right.
The only thing they got is fashion. You know, they're the best dressed niggas in the world.
Right.
What? Yeah, I call them niggas what they are. They ain't no naggers.
Branded.
Niggas what? Ignorant person. Don't have no color, black, white, green, yellow. Don't make a difference. You're ignorant. Same thing I would be out there in the trucking world. Them crackers be out there talking about nigga there. I said, all right, nigga. You call them in that nigga. You know, flip that whole switch. You feel me?
Right.
Then they ain't no way after came along and flipped it. Feel me? So I'm like, you seen how fake that was when they changed the definition of it, right? Doing they defining it another way. You feel me? But look, it didn't change nothing, right? Because niggas still think the same, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
Ain't real nothing. They want freedom, but they won't read. They want it all free, like it's supposed to lay it out on the red carpet. I got some fire for your ass to walk across. See how you like that in them apples.
Free of charge.
I mean, for real, they still doing water baptism today. When the guy they said they got it from said he baptized with water. The one that cometh after him baptized with fire. Then that nigga said what? Yo, behold, the Lamb. So that meant he was there. So that way, where the water shit come from then? And you ain't seen nobody doing no fire baptism.
Great question. Good question, sir.
Oh, man, do you believe? Yeah, nigga, you about to drown me.
Burn somebody up if you want to. You'd be right under the jail, right?
So that's why I told you when my uncle attempted to baptize me, and he put my head in the water and said, in the name of the Father, and it took him way over there to that canopy. And that's when he said, what? Ain't no man living can baptize you, son. I was so mad. I was, what you mean, man? I can't get baptized. He was like, no, son, ain't no man can baptize you. What you mean, Uncle James? What you mean? Son, I don't think I said in the name of the Father. You see where it sent me. So ain't no man can baptize you. See? But I had to grow into that. You feel me? When the preacher say, stand back, stand back. So, and that was when I was 17. You feel me?
Wow.
Then I grew for 58 years. 58 number 3. And then I found a waterfall that I finally got baptized. This year, right? Some of y'all with me, right?
Facts.
Yes, facts.
Finally got baptized. Unbeknown to me. And everybody jumping in that water had a different effect, didn't it?
Different.
What I say? I said, we can charge $10,000 lick for this, right?
Right.
So I said, it wasn't holy water. I got it. We got it. We ain't gonna tell you where that is. We know where it's at. Yeah. See, now oil coming at me, right? So that's what I'm saying. So we stepping. And y'all seen everything starting to change as I got clean. Now I'm baptized. I'm ready to roll, dog. I got that water. Because water is the witness. Everybody know that, right?
Right. That's right. Bear witness.
So I got my witness. I found the water. It found me when I needed it. You feel me?
Right.
So that help y'all out a little bit.
Yeah.
Y'all see why I got this? Y'all see why I got this bio? That's why you got a bio. If they got a government out there, that's where they bio at. That's all you gotta do, ask. They talking all this stuff. They got all these guys standing there with feds talking about all the 6-pointed star, Morris Crescent, Moab, all that stuff they claiming. I see them. You know, of course, you know they sent to me. I just keep moving. Different, tough crowd, man. It's a different day. You feel me? Everybody want to be a model. So when you got one out there claiming he got some sheet status and he can't do nothing, well, what's he gonna? You gonna have a lot of followers, right? That's what you got now, right? So I imagine after what 40 years he been out there on the market, you gonna have a lot of followers attempting to do the same crap you did. And that's what's out there on the market now with all that crazy Moorish stuff out there. For all those who know, they ain't no better than the Christian or the Muslim. They ain't no different. Make sense?
That makes sense.
I still ain't been defined. I still ain't got the definition or defining what Muslim is. They ain't came up with that one yet. I'm still doing my best to figure that one out. Well, they said they ain't Muslims, they Muslims. Okay, what the hell is that?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
See what I'm saying? They damn sure don't praise no Islam. They damn sure don't pray 3 times a day. You feel me? They don't do none of that. So who are they? What are they? Mohammedans? Call them that, right? I mean, for real. They don't believe in no Allah more than you believe in, man. They ain't more than you believe in Jesus. And you know damn well you don't believe in no Jesus. The J wasn't around back then, you feel me?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That J only 600 years old or less. And they say this story go back 2000. So how was he a J less than 600 years ago? You feel me? That just stepped on the scene. So you done changed the man's name and say, well, if he come up, we're going to call you this. You got to accept it. That's the crazy shit in the world, ain't it?
Oh man, won't even turn around, you call him that. So keep walking.
And what you be passing the houses. You know, what them signs be saying when they pass them houses, they got them in front of y'all?
What are you talking about, Protect?
They're like, thank you, Jesus. You know, what's them sign? They got, you know.
Jesus saves.
Saves.
Yeah, all that stuff, man. Just crazy. Ain't read, can't even speak English. That J only been around less than 600 years, though. But look at how many people losing their soul by not. Like you said, my people lost for what? Lack of knowledge. They got a savior don't exist. That's some fucked up shit, man. For real. And they come and do all that devilish men, everything on this world, and they say, oh, I'm going to heaven. Where? When? What? How? I done gave you 26,000 years. I don't know how you can get past that. I'm gonna make sure you realize you ain't gonna get past it. It ain't gonna be you blanked out and nobody, you don't know who you is, and I'm gonna wake your ass up. That soul can wake up that spirit, right? Because like I said, you gonna feel this damn fire. My grandma had to feel it, you gonna feel it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't never tell you I was nice. I'm just getting going. All right, what else you got? You see what I got a buy on now?
Right.
Y'all good to buy on now? That's why you send it to Oprah, send it to Tucker Carlson. See? Send it all to them. Send it to the White House. Tell them we come to the White House party, send my bio, see what they do. Lock that motherfucker down, be a guarantee. The emperor coming? We getting there, y'all. We just hold your horses.
Emperor, you said something yesterday on the subject of Allah or the Muslims, and you mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, that Allah is the grandson of.
Grandson ain't live.
Can you explain? Can you explain?
Allah was the one who raised up against the Anunnaki because the slavery, 400,000 years of working in the mines, was kicking their butt, and he rose up on behalf of the workers and challenged his granddaddy and went to his gate. He went to his gate to the mansion. You feel me?
Right. Right.
You got me?
So the same Allah that Muslims worship is referring to is the grandson. I mean, that just puts that's deep.
Everybody is somebody.
Yeah, everybody's somebody.
Remember, real talk.
Yeah.
The problem with average folk is they don't realize that the beings that came down from the heavens were actually beings, not no invisible ghost, Casper. It wasn't that. You see what I'm saying? And then in all of their books, it tells you these are the genealogies that came down from the heavens when they came to earth. And what that tell you? You know what I'm saying? So that you X yourself, if you got understanding when you read, out of the equations or those conversations of, are there extraterrestrials? Is God real? This, that, and the third, because you understand that these are actual living blood entities, right? That came down to the earth. And then from there, what happened? Genetic experiments, scientific equations, terraforming the planet to make it suitable for those beings that came down from the heavens to earth in order to live and procreate and mine for the gold or whatever without the apparatus of what we would call a spacesuit. Right? But that's high technology, high science, high intelligence to be able to get there. You see what you're dealing with on the world. The Caucasian man came, told you that the sun revolved around the earth, right? You already had a couple thousand years of knowing different. You feel me? But his influence on the world changes the whole perspective, take you away from yourself, give you an invisible being, got you confused about whether this is a real dude or invisible dude or, come on. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the kind of conversations, quote unquote, niggers have, because we caught up, or they're caught up in belief. You can't go nowhere with belief. You're always going to be at a disadvantage with belief because you don't have no proof, no evidence, no facts to back it up. So you playing with your own self at that point. That clear?
Yeah, that's all hope.
Right. So even in the Quran, it talks about there's an Allah, but then there's a female part, Allah. Right? Nobody gonna ask that question. Well, who the heck is Allah? They're gonna leave that alone. They're gonna make it all this male deity. You feel me? You're never gonna get balance. Even if you deal with the balance, it'll bring you to, oh, there was a female and a male counterpart. As the chief used to say, there were twins that were born back in the day. A male counterpart and a female counterpart. Right? Lamu, Lahamu. See what I'm saying? Male, female. So for us, that's part of our story. As long as we have comprehension now, I don't care what the world think no more. You see what I'm saying? We got comprehension because it's our story. It's our story. It belongs to us. So that's where the umphs come in of understanding our story, my story. I, me, myself, story. Yourself, story. Our, Nama, National, Imperial, CMYE, story. It belongs to us. It's ours. We writing this. Clear?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
We got any other questions from anybody concerning the bio before we move forward? I do got one protector. The 48, going back to the flag up top. What made you it was the 48 star flag. Was that the original name? And if so, what made you rename it? You there, protector?
My bad, I was talking. I said no, it's the 100 million in gold. That's the flag. The flag is Damn, what you say again?
I said the 48 Star of
48
Peace. The
Star,
original
right?
name for it was yeah.
Oh,
What was the original name?
the original name was Peace Flag. It was
Oh,
decommissioned as a peace flag, 48 Star flag. It was a peace flag. So what happened was they've been through all the journey with the United States. It's been tracked through the 100 million gold, been tracked through the flag. Okay. Well, how do you know the Emperor? Okay. Well, unbeknown to a lot of people, when they recommissioned the 48 Star flag, 26 June, see the date, right? 26 June 2005. So they recognized we had a state, and he was the chief. Black Eagle was the chief over the state during that time. So we was flying the 48 Star flag on that post office case against the post office, and we was representing the government. That's why you see it in the proof. You see that flag up there. All right. So when they recommissioned the flag in 2005, David went and did his best to claim it, claim it like he did the 50 Star flag. And the head told him neither him and nobody else can copy claim that flag because that flag is owned by the Moors, the Moor, and there's a debt that got to be paid to that flag by the United States. And until the United States pay that debt, they can't enter the international arena. Okay, that's the whole story behind that situation. So they recommissioned that flag in 26 June 2005. Don't believe me? Go check it out. If they'll lie you feel me? But that's why that flag has it on top, because what? The 100 million gold, see, that's under that flag. So I came and did what? Since I own it, I renamed it to what's on your banner right there. You want to read it for them?
Yes, the Mer-More 48 Star of Peace, Full Faith, and Sovereign Gold Credit, Great Flag.
See? That's sovereign gold. That's the 100 million gold I'm talking about.
So then where does the Moor flag come in at? What they call the rebel flag.
Oh, that was a flag that was flying back in the day for the rebels who was protecting the gold. And they said they will protect the gold against this new classified citizen, which you call African Americans now. They would protect the gold against these cats. So that was the whole Ku Klux Klan oath. Part of that was to protect the gold, 100 million gold, so they can keep their white privileges. You feel me? So they couldn't let that go. That's why you see them slave owners, they had the black Sambo out front asking them to protect them from you, so they can continue running on your privileges. You feel me?
Huh.
That really got you, didn't it?
Yeah, you just caught me way off guard with that one. So the little gnome Sambos. Wait, say that again? Oh, shit.
Yeah, the Caucasians were praying to your God to protect them keep you from them.
They was praying to Sambo to keep
Sambo, they call it, black Sambo.
Yeah, black Sambo. Yeah, you can still see them. You go deep in the South. They still got them in their lungs.
Yeah. No, they were asking this Sambo character to protect them from you.
Wow.
So they can continue holding your privileges. Missed the whole boat, right?
Wow.
Wow.
Then they created corporations, Black Panthers, all this crap, black Muslims, and all that crap. And then they created the Ku Klux Klan, Hell Angel, to give the corporation something to do. Argue with each other about nothing. You feel me?
Exactly what they argue about. Nothing.
At the end of the day, they still agents of the United States. You feel me? All of them agents. You see? Just to give the corporation something to do. Give the court something to do. See? Because they create that criminal division so they can get a retirement. But there ain't no damn constitutional judges. Everything is civil, remember? Or you don't remember?
Everything is civil.
That's right.
Oh, you gotta woke y'all up a little bit on that, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. And you know, this ain't nothing we didn't really talk about off the wire. We talk about everywhere. But y'all know a lot of times I gotta say stuff 3-4 times for y'all catch it right. Like 4 or 5 times. 3, 4.
True. We getting better though.
Better.
You know, so and like I said, I didn't say that how many times about that flag.
Some things be over our head, protected, and land a different way. But we know every time you speak about it, it open up a new chamber. So
Yeah, it does.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you grow into who you are. You grow into your divine being that's inside of you. Like I said, for you to be on the ship at any time, right now especially, but somewhere inside of you is that spark. And my job is to help you wake up that spark. You feel me? So once you wake that spark up, like the way say, right? Once you crack that light up, there ain't no going back. You feel me?
Yeah, once the light enters, you know the old is no
No
more.
more.
No more.
Now look how many times y'all done read the affirmation. And look how many times you just not starting to get it, right? When you first read it, some of you, where this come from?
What the hell is this talking about?
All this, what is?
Yeah, for tripping.
What is?
That weed got him going, boy. What do you got us on?
Gotta read this 100 days.
What we
Hey,
gotta do? What we
what's
gotta do?
that
100 days? I think you're trying to rob us, y'all. I think you're trying to hustle us, man. What we gonna do 100 days, right? You read that shit through all that, right? Come on, what you got?
All right. Nah, because once that affirmation kick in and you start walking around hearing it in your own brain, you realize, oh, there's something really going on with you.
Why? Why? Because you finally talked to the soul,
Mm.
and the soul heard your ass.
Mm.
And it shakes you a little bit, like somebody heard me. Yeah, you finally got heard, dog. You know, they've been praying that guy Jesus for years. Pray it up.
Boy,
Pray it
listen.
up. You finally got that. You finally felt it like, oh shit, it's real. That make you real, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How you?
That was good. Appreciate that. All right, family. We got any other questions, comments, concerns, or can we move forward?
No questions in the chat. I think there's a question from necessity. What is the yellow fringes on the flag now mean? I'm not too sure if the Emperor did answer that question. I think he touched on this, on the yellow fringes. Emperor, you there?
Last time I checked, they were the military, the yellow fringes.
Yeah.
Oh, what were you? I missed that. What were you saying? I was in two conversations.
The question is, what is the yellow fringes now on the flag now mean? What does it mean now?
What do you mean now? Mean it always meant the same thing. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
It's military flag. What do you mean? It's always been there.
Like now, I mean, yeah.
No, it's always been military flag. Yellow fringes. It's always been military flag. What are you talking about? The state, when you go in the state capital, you see they got the flag without the yellow fringes because that's that part of the sovereignty they kept for the state. But when you go in the federal buildings, even in the court system, you see they got a yellow fringe flag. They let you know you crossing over jurisdiction. I remember when they first brought me to court for that post office case. We were over there, and we had a fun day. The first day though, it was fun because they were trying to prove to me they had jurisdiction, and I told them I couldn't get outside the flag, and they was like, "Huh?" I said, I just got out. I got honorable discharge in the military. This court martial." What is he talking about? They shut the court down. I came back in and they had the flags out the damn court. You feel me? That's for me.
All right. All right. So we're going to move forward at this time, unless anybody got Any other remarks or questions?
Oh, y'all good on that?
You're good, Emperor.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all got a lot of info tonight, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
just from the banner.
Make sure y'all straight. Y'all got to run a state. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right, I yield for a second.
Host, over to you. I yield.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna move. And so we're just gonna recap and then keep it moving forward. All right, so as we began our timeline yesterday, we covered a few things. And so this was the April slides. And so we went over Ponce de Leon, year 1513. He claimed Florida for the Spanish crown, right? So, and St. Augustine, as of today, is the oldest city in the continental U.S., 511 years. All right, come on down to the next one. We covered our Empress, Vidyasi Tiari Washita Turner, Ghostin L. Bay. Peace be upon her. She was born date 1937, right? And she helped get the ball.
Shuja,
Records, as our protector used to say, right?
Shuja, you just cut out for a few seconds there.
Okay. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just yeah.
Okay. So
Your
once again,
the camera is off at the moment as well.
I appreciate you. All right. So once again, as we stated yesterday, this is our Empress, Vidyasi Tiari Washita Turner, Ghostin L Bay. Peace be upon her. She was born in 1937. And as we were stating yesterday, her grandmother was the record keeper, as we would say. She kept the records. And her journey and our Empress journey helped us get to where we are today. You feel me? She started off, got the land grant, things of that nature. The Emperor finished it off by getting full faith and credit and securing, as he says in our document, or as we say in our document, securing into existence our state forever, for all time, in perpetuity ad infinitum. So we give gratitude to our Empress, to the family. You feel me? All right. And then we go to our next slide.
You got to realize you got to also put in there for the record. Okay. She's the last. She will be down as the last Washita Empress. That's the thing. Okay. So that spot don't exist no more.
Copy that.
Feel me? That spot don't exist no more. So it's what we got it as? It's in the mission. It's in the mission.
All right.
Go down in the mission to my power so y'all can get your ounce.
All right, we're gonna go to the mission and to powers. And I will take the screen for one moment.
Yes.
All right, so powers. And you were saying, Protector?
And y'all supposed to be telling me what page the powers on.
11.
And go see what the new Empress seal is. The Empress.
The beginning of
For
powers
that state I gave it.
Oh, the beginning of powers is on 11.
I don't know. Y'all supposed to know.
No, I got it up on the screen.
All right, cool. Come on.
Yeah, it starts on 11. Revised Empress Directive -004ZA / Imperial Constitution 4. The Imperial Royal Kingdom, USA, small u, :space, Part 1, Imperial Law 1, :space, Imperial and Imperial Sovereign Powers. All right.
Then can you just increase the size?
You want me to do what?
Increase the size.
Increase the size?
Increase the size. Yeah, please, just a little bit. Thank you.
Increase the size. Okay.
3 dots. Yes, gratitude.
Thank you.
Let me move back there. Woo. Okay. So then we have the sovereign powers, right? Sovereign power to exercise imperial and imperial royal crown prerogatives. The sovereign power to exercise plenary civil power upon the land, USA, small u, via the organic American states of the Union, known as the United States of America, in parentheses major, dash territorial sovereignty, supreme, small s, authority, due dash full faith and credit, dominion, equity, control, venue, allodium, estate rights, and treaty rights. 3, the sovereign power to ordain imperial and imperial laws, imperial and imperial rights, and call elections in His Majesty's name. 4, the sovereign power to ordain and decree imperial and imperial laws for His Imperial Majesty's royal posts. The sovereign power to ordain imperial laws for the Imperial Royal House of Samson L. Sam Hooray. The sovereign power to ordain imperial laws for the Imperial Royal House of Tunica Thunderfire. And the sovereign power to decree imperial laws and enforce inherent royal privileges via the quote ye are purity Washington quote septon quote end quote a little tank quote die from day Marquise de Masson Rouge quote heir to the throne end quote for the quote Leroy Dauphin of France end quote appearing as His Imperial Majesty :space King Louis 20th for the Imperial Royal Crown of France :space the Bourbons in parentheses Kingdom of France and the Bonaparte Empire of France in parentheses. The sovereign power to ordain and decree imperial rights and enforce inherent royal privileges for the royal bloodline. Chike.
All right, you got it?
Yeah. This one, right? The sovereign power to ordain and decree imperial rights and enforce inherent royal privileges for the royal bloodline, Chikwi, :space, and that's in parentheses, the Bourbon estate, quote, nut pro tunc to displacement.
Now, what they got to do? What they got to do with what I just said? Go down.
Is it the next one right here, right?
I'm not going to give you the number.
It's 9. I got it.
Nah, way down.
Way down.
It tell you about the Mirror Watch what they done to Maya. And over that sovereign state, you got a head office.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I'm like, what are you reading?
Gotcha.
All right. Y'all, when we going over this on this call, y'all know that, right? We're going to get to it by tomorrow. I don't think we'll get to it tonight. When y'all get on fall down in the mission.
Chancellor.
Whatever cheapest, don't make a difference. I said, whatever cheapest, don't make a difference. As long as they got a pool, something I can work out there for 2 days.
Meet yourself, protector.
My bad. still didn't get it?
I said it was 9.
Oh my gracious.
You said no. Ah.
Let me see. Let's see. What one you on now? See the numbers. They gonna leave you hanging. Come on down.
All right.
I can't see the number. Maybe my page too big. There we go.
Yeah, I'm on. You need me to make it bigger? I'm on
No,
9.
I'm good.
Is
Make
it
my
thir-
screen bigger. Come on down.
is it number 13, Emperor?
Oh no.
So you got the song part.
Go 13. You know, come on, what take you so long? All right. He said 13. See what his mind at.
So the sound part to ordain and decree supreme, small s, authority.
Ah, that ain't, you know that ain't it. Come on down. I was messing with Ab, that's all. Come on down. You got the matriarch cast. Come on down.
26.
Noble titles.
26.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You gonna see if you get some help here.
26.
Sound power to choose the Archduke and Archduchess.
What you think it is? I mean, your two states.
You got the Grand Duke and Duchess.
All right, them the two other states that got head of office. Okay, Sovereign Crown Prince and the United Amuru Washtamur de Maya, which the family of the empress would come under that state. So that seat now is not an empress seat; it's a what seat?
Archduchess.
Archduke and Duchess.
All right. See?
Archduke and Duchess.
So the empress would be on record as the last official empress of the Empire Washita, Empire/United Washita de Maya. That seat don't exist no more. You have only empress will be my mate, and I ain't interested in marrying no damn body right now.
You ain't gotta say it like that, protect.
Oh, I ain't gonna be nobody's slave. You know what I'm saying? Women want slaves. You know what I'm saying? Wow, these sisters, the way they done grown, these sisters the last 20 years, they want slaves.
Ooh, for real.
I mean, they can't.
I'm sorry.
Facts.
Go ahead, protector.
But hope, hope ain't no damn strategy.
At all.
So you find them unique marriages because they meet halfway and enjoy each other's energy. But you got the way they got these contracts that they call marriage license. That's making a woman, that's making you the slave to the female. If they can sign a birth certificate without your name on it, and you the father, oh, that let you know right there. I ain't gotta say no more, do it.
That's right.
That's right.
It's clear.
Feel me?
Yeah, these mother states. Yeah.
So they can't relieve me because I came and did a spell that ain't been done in history that I wrote on my damn self. So, so everybody doomed, right? What it say? What Matter got to say? The one we dreaded walls, right? They got to go back and listen, catch some old tapes to get down because we ain't going over tonight, all right? But it's all docked on record. All docked in the university. We good?
We good. Appreciate that, protector.
All right. So now you see that. So now she's officially, when I write it in, that'll be her title. But it will be the late empress, not our empress. It'll be the late empress, okay?
Late empress.
Right.
Correction.
You good now?
Mm-hmm. Correction. The late empress. Yes.
Right.
Appreciate that. Bakai, check chat. All right. So then we're gonna move to the next slide. We're just reviewing of the ones that we went over yesterday. All right, then we have our on the third, we have Emperor's Directive -004Z, our Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom, ECMYE-IRK, will be the 11-year anniversary. Also, the Imperial Royal House of Samson L. Sam Hooray, 11-year anniversary. We talked about the lightning striking Statue of Liberty in New York. We also discussed the key of Tahuti, located on this day in 2022. We went over how we was in studies and realized there was a code and found the key through our studies. And our brother Bakai, Nanya Bakai, explained that to the masses yesterday. And we can go to the next slide. All right, if I'm not mistaken, this is where we talked about the new moon, first day of Nama, New Year, and our 13-month calendar. We had the northern total solar eclipse, which was visible across the band, covering parts of North America, Mexico, Canada, and contiguous United States, and lasted 4 minutes and 28 seconds. This particular solar event was a continuing on from 2013, 19, right? The last time we had the other crossing.
17.
17, thank
20.
you. All right, so it was a continuation, and we discussed about the energy at the X, because you already had the solar eclipse going over one, and then years later coming back over, making that crisscross, right? So you see the big X in the center of the U.S., and so we had some Namas that took a trip to experience the energies of that particular event. Does anybody that want to discuss their trip, what happened, what they experienced? There you go. Their experience, and it can be brief. It don't have to be long-winded. Any Namas? Okay. So we're gonna move right along. All right. So then we talked about the earthquake.
Why you asking them to speak up on what? With the event that took place in Tennessee?
The solar eclipse. If anybody want to speak on the experience of experiencing the solar eclipse.
Oh, you know they don't want to speak because they weren't supposed to look up. Remember? You remember?
I do remember.
They wait till the last day, come to me and say, "Emperor, you like some glasses?"
Too late.
Glasses for what? To look up? Nah, you get the energy from the ground.
The ground, right?
Well, they said the next one they're gonna come for 99 years. Okay, well I plan on being here.
Right.
I thought you were with me and shit. You feel me?
I feel you.
One breath you with me, and next breath I want to look up though. I want to look up. That's why they ain't coming on saying that.
Oh my goodness.
Then they gonna say, "Oh, they ever gonna know I looked up?"
That's good.
That's good one, eh?
Yeah, that's good.
I recorded that.
All right. Yeah, definitely one for for our storybooks. A lot of energy. Still vibing on that energy, right? So it was a good trip for everybody that went, and for those that didn't go, because around the world, although we didn't realize it, a lot of places had partial solar eclipse. And then, as the protector just said, if you look down on the ground, you have seen, the eclipse happening, the partiality of it all. Feet on the ground, absorbing that energy. And then after the eclipse has waned, that was on the 8th. The 9th, we had the crazy CME. You feel me? So it's a lot of energy. So this is a good thing. All right. So then we talked about the earthquake, 4.8 on the Richter scale, right? And we broke it down. 4th month, 8th day, 48 states. Then 4.8 on the Richter scale. And in totality, 48 plus 48 equals 144, which is a 9. All right, so magic, y'all. All I can say. Magic. All right, so then we pick up right here on the 9th, and we have Empress Directive dash 0003Z, :space, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille, and official act of state was our 15-year anniversary. Come on down. Before we go to the next slide, Brother Zahul, you have the floor.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Salam
I
alaikum.
wanted to comment on the eclipse. I did travel, and I went to Carbondale, Illinois, and I put my feet in the ground, had my stones out, my staff and everything. But I did look up. Was I not supposed to look up?
I think the instructions was to look down. Because the energy was coming from the earth, not from the sky.
Overstood. I did have my feet in the grass.
For those who know.
For those who know. All right. Cool. Appreciate that, Zahul. All right, we got anybody else? Then Mariara said, well, I looked up and down and touched the ground and slept for 19 hours. Not 19, girl. Goodness. That energy was heavy. Cool. All right, so once again, on the 9th, Empress Directive dash 0003Z, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official dash act of state, 15-year anniversary. All right, we can move on to the next slide. All right. So then we have the 14th. President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, 159-year anniversary. In parentheses, he is the last president of the Republic. Lincoln was the last president of the original, quote, United States of America, Republic State, end quote. His presidency marked the end of the original Republic through expanded federal authority, constitutional amendments, and Reconstruction policies. As they say, the new contract, right? 1, Civil War and federal power, : space, Lincoln's use of executive power, including the suspension of habeas corpus and the Emancipation Proclamation, set precedents that shifted the balance of power toward a more centralized federal government. 2, on the 14th Amendment, : space, ratified in 1868, granting citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States and sought to protect civil rights against state infringement. The 14th Amendment.
So now, under the civil order that the Pope wrote or came out of the Vatican, right? He said they superseded that contract in 1871, remember? And they said they created another citizen. And what they did, they raised the C, didn't they?
Raised the C.
Because right there, you're talking about Abe and what's going on with the Reconstruction, not Reconstruction, but the Civil War and the Civil Rights thing back then. Okay. And they said give everybody right to be a citizen, naturalized citizen. Okay. Then in last Republican president. So you was able to get nationalized when you had treaty rights. So then they took that away. Okay. And made a new citizen that you under today.
And you
Makes
get
sense to you?
neutralized, not nationalized.
Now they neutralize your ass, right?
Right. Oh, that makes so much sense. Appreciate that. All right. The 14th Amendment created a new form of citizenship and changed the relationship between the states and the federal government, effectively transforming the original republic. And that's what the protector just spoke on. All right, so then you get to 3, Reconstruction. The Reconstruction era, which followed the Civil War, saw the federal government taking a more active role in the governance and restructuring of the southern states. This period involved significant federal intervention in state affairs, including the enforcement of civil rights and the restructuring of state governments to comply with new federal standards. And then 4, legal and constitutional changes. Various acts and legal decisions during and after Lincoln's presidency altered the Constitution's original intent. These changes led to a new government structure, which differs fundamentally from the Republic. And then on the 16th of April, state of Georgia went into a state of emergency after receiving the Imperial motu proprio / royal official decree - public notice to the world, or correction, public - notice - to - the - world, full stop. It was a 2-year anniversary, effective date 18/3/2022. Right? And so, do we have any comments or questions on this particular slide? And as the questions get going, if we have any, just to
No
give
questions
the
at the moment, host, in the chat.
okay, just to give the audience, the listening audience, watching audience, some background on this 16th. So when our protector wrote the Imperial motu proprio / royal official decree that's public notice to the world. The state of Georgia had to verify if what he was saying was correct, actual, factual. So he's informed us that about file 13, for those who know, secret file, away from the public. And Georgia governor, he had an executive order, and the state of emergency, he said, was due to
The COVID issue with
Congress.
the food getting
Trucks.
trucks getting around to get the
Trucks.
people the food,
I look
which
at
there
the
wasn't no shortage going on during
wasn't
that
no
time.
shortage, right? I was
Right.
looking for the proper word,
Yeah.
terminology, but so that's what they said it was. And the other night we read through that because he had a additive to it, which was it was for weather, and we kind of tripped out because it was affected in December. The date was the 22nd of December, and we like, well, this happened all the way back in April. You know what I'm saying? So right there, we knew something was amiss, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, this was a real live emergency, state of emergency by Georgia, and it had to do with us as one of the first behind the scenes telltale that we saw for ourselves. You feel me?
That's the power of that motu proprio.
Yeah.
So that you know the authority that I said I got
Got it.
Because,
He got it.
you feel me? Because for Georgia to call a state of emergency, that gave the governor permission to open up that safe.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, it was a 2-key situation. And I'll tell you what happened with the moon, okay, to get it out, to see what's going on. So the post office and the world court and all them had to prove and see that I filed that apostille from the United States and Georgia in open court. Once they seen I did that, they were done. That was the whole card. Now they saying, what? How did he know?
To file
you feel
correct.
me?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How did he know? See? So by you getting it from the State Department, Well, they got a judicial administration and a legislative administration. So the authority from the State Department cover both of them houses, okay? And now the court. So if you don't file in an open court, it can't get no status. So when you file in open court, it got status, because that proves you got your own court now. You feel me?
Right.
That's why I told you when I turned around, all the FBI, CIA, everybody was gone. Feel me?
Right. Right.
Everybody left that courtroom. I told you the door was catching them when they were leaving.
So it was a packed house when I came in. It was empty when I turned around. Good.
By the time I crossed that barrier, because you ain't supposed to cross it. So they were doing their best to get the marshal to come and get the document. The marshal said he ain't touching it. So the judge said, what was her name? Ann Workman said, Judge Workman said, bring it to me. So as soon as I crossed that boundary, Archbishop said, oh, I knew the case was over then. As soon as you crossed that boundary, they let you cross, they were done. So that's when she came in and looked at the document, filed it in the open court, asked the prosecutor. She out and saying that when she stood up talking about, right before that, she was talking about for Mr. Sampson L. to stand on the Foreign Sovereignty Immunities Act, he has to show where the United States, whose current Secretary of State is General Colin Powell, retired. That's how she was trying to make, in court, and he got to show where the State Department recognizes his state. And the judge said, Judge Workman asked me, well, Mr. Sampson L., do you have such document? I said, yeah, I got it right here. Why? I said, you talking to me? No, first I said, I'm looking there like, oh, you talking to me? She's like, yeah, Mr. Sampson L. I got it right here. You got a document that shows the United States recognizes your state? Yeah, right here. In other words, you got apostille number 1? Yeah, right here. So now I stand in the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act because I got apostille number 1. Y'all didn't catch that, did you? Well, y'all got 99.9% of them crazy morals out there saying they got all of their paperwork, Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. Didn't I just tell you what happened in court?
Right.
For them to be able to put it on their paperwork, so how fraudulent they are. You got to show where you got a state recognized by who? United States. That takes you outside their jurisdiction, so you can fall under the what? Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. You feel me? Because you got to prove that you're foreign first, right? That's why we say we were foreign nationals in our what? Own country.
Yes.
Now it makes sense to you, don't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That work all y'all up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without that.
Yes.
Once again.
See, so when you hear them cats out of town, foreign sovereign, you just look at them, keep walking. See, that's why I tell you, fraud have no statute of limitation. So now they get an opportunity to come before our justices and our court, pay our entry fee, okay? Because we're a sovereign court, so they can only pay what? Gold or silver or platinum. You feel me? Whatever the court, that's it. Can't get in no other way. There ain't no fiat court. So once they pay the $5,000 in gold to enter, or then we have to prove, they have to come and prove to us that they got some sovereign status. No problem. So now they got to prove to us how they got outside of their corporation bank, their birth certificate. And y'all know they can't prove it because we the one who came through and did it.
Sure.
And what we did, when you see what we did with it, make sure like I said, they shut it down. Ain't nobody else coming after y'all. They can't fit. So a lot of cats out there knew there was another state. They just didn't know who the state was under. You feel me? Remember I told you that the fact boy down in Georgia. Well, we were trying to figure out who had the state. On right before your face, you feel me? The whole while, they trying to figure out who got the state. See? Now it makes sense to you now?
Yeah.
We're gonna get past page 9 tonight.
We are past it. This is 10, ain't it?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, okay. We move a little forward then, right? Slowly but surely, right? Come on.
All right. Anybody got any other questions on this slide? If not, we're gonna move forward.
No questions in the chat, host.
All right, cool. Let's go.
That's not true. There are 2 questions in the chat.
Nikeshla, Nanya Nikeshla, if you see the questions, go ahead and ask them.
I wrote them. First one says, how did they, is what I wrote, meaning all the other de facto representatives, FBI, etc., how did they know that the jurisdiction had changed? What made them move so quickly? And the second one is,
You proved that you was under a foreign jurisdiction. That's what I just said in open court. You just proved in open court that it's filed inside of that court in the on record that you are acting or performing from a foreign jurisdiction that they don't have no jurisdiction over. So you just proved that first one that you said. That's why they left, because they'd be disbarred instanter. That was an act of treason. That's why they were falling over each other to get up out of there. And the ones that didn't know nothing about it just followed suit. Well, they were finding out when they got outside the courtroom. What the hell going on? What we had to do all that?
Where's the fire?
You know, all in the elevator. Oh no, you can't. No, if he's from a foreign jurisdiction, we can't touch him. You feel me?
You're right on.
You know what I'm saying? I told you when I came in, the FBI was all in the garage, everything. He's coming in. He's going down the steps. He's coming in the courtroom. You can hear him. That was all over. That was like, I mean, they had snipers on top of the roof, every damn thing.
You thought they had one. Whoa.
Come on.
And the second part of it, which I sense you already answered, was, did that specific court, and you said when the jurisdiction changed, did that specific become one of your official courthouses, courtrooms?
Or was that again?
I'm thinking in terms of you're saying the 13th district was created. I'm wondering.
No, that's a totally different question. That's totally different. Well, you can't miss out on oranges. Let me straighten it out for you. All right. When I turned around and carried the post office to court for fraudulently arresting a sovereign on their territory, after they gave the sovereign permission to come in and perform, as long as he abide by the rules and regulations of the post office. You feel me? So when they came with the false arrest, and then with this, what was it? Suspension without pay. You feel me? So pending jail time. So see, they already done wrote the order then, right? You feel me? So I turned around while we was in the Superior Court of DeKalb County. I turned around, went over to district court and filed charge against the post office for violating my sovereignty. And that's when I entered into record a pro hop vice, or they call hop vice on the record. All right, coming from my own sovereign jurisdiction. You feel me? So see, that's when you should 48 star flag and all that. So that was the court inside of the Yamasee jurisdiction. Okay, so that court, okay, from the government we first created, that court became the consular court. Okay, you understand now?
I follow.
Okay, became the consular court because we already had a court system instead of the original contract. So when I dropped it on our venue and it became the Imperial CMYE government, so now the court became a consular court. You feel me?
Yes.
So when they sent me back to Pro Hop Vice, you know, the check that, you know, in the check form, that check ain't cashed to this day. See what I'm saying? Because you cash it out, you cancel yourself out. You feel me? So I never cancel myself out. So that Hop Vice, that means you coming from a foreign jurisdiction and you get permission to come into their court to, you know, handle this case or practice law, okay? Or practice color law, you feel me? So that's what a Hop Vice is, okay? Start to get me?
Yes. So yeah, it is two different trails. I see it.
Right. You see? So that's when I proved that we had a sovereign jurisdiction. So the judge came in, the one that got, they forced off the bench down in Georgia, had some prostitutes over in Cobb County. That's the same judge that was on my case. That's the same one that wrote that fraudulent order. They got to come before our court now. All of it fraud. You feel me? Because we had a sovereign state jurisdiction, and the federal court system was just finding out, and they were dumbfounded. You know, what governor would do sign something like this? You know, What you telling me we got African American? You know what they really said? You know that we can't put our hands on. You feel me? That was the energy going on back then. So then you became the what? The best kept secret because they couldn't talk about you on the record no more. You feel me?
Yep. That's what you've shown us. I get it. Wow.
You can only be talked behind a closed door. So if you ain't talked about on the boss car level, well, the citizens ain't gonna never know nothing about them there. So they can't come and help you or assist you in cutting their own throat. You feel me? So that's why I say, well, y'all, they said, if we got a state, you got a state. We got a court. If they got a court, you got a court. If they got a bank, you got a bank. If whatever they got, you got. You see? That's why that full faith and credit means. So Georgia had all the authority. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. They think the United States did. No, Georgia was the one who had authority because they still had that sovereignty on their flag. So when Colin Powell authenticated, he authenticated what Georgia was doing. That's all he could do. You see? So Georgia's the one who had Georgia's the one who had the full faith and credit, all the power. So all the families that was on that contract had that power. But all that boy down in the fight though, all of his kids became under him because they, then you had three other families, which is my family, a Moon family, Hadid family, who signed that damn contract. You feel me? And they authenticated all of our signatures. You starting to get it now?
Oh yeah. Following.
Do you yield, Nikesta?
I yield. Gratitude, Emperor.
We got two-part for you, Protector. So, one, did y'all know that Georgia had all of that power in the beginning when y'all were doing the contract originally?
Well, I'm not gonna call no names, but through my journey, the fight though down in Georgia was out there on the market behind my face, telling people, he can't do this, he can't do that, and all that kind of stuff. And he had, throwing the apple still up in everybody's face, and all that kind of stuff, carrying it into court when he ain't supposed to be in, doing all kind of madness. You feel me? So, and so he had all the people I believe in coming to me saying, well, he said, if you got this or you got that, okay, you feel me? You got to have this, that, they got it. You feel me? With the State Department. You feel me? So questions. So from the judicial side, okay, so you having a conversation and it comes up, okay, what you mean the United States got all authority? No, Georgia got all authority. You feel me? And you're like, okay, what you mean? You feel me? Georgia had the sovereign authority more authority on that contract, not United States. United States authenticated Georgia. So all that stuff he was out there selling to people to get them to believe in him, to follow him, went up with a straight up lie.
Wow.
So Georgia had the authority. So Georgia, when we signed the Georgia contract that we went into court for Chief Black Eagle on, we authenticated all our signatures and made us all sovereigns.
So then the other organic states just came in and authenticated what Georgia did.
Right. That's why we went and got, Virginia. You didn't need number one. Well, you didn't need number one or two, but we got Georgia, we got Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey.
Right.
Just to make sure, that we said something wrong. No, they was on authenticating what Georgia did. We could run all 50 damn states and did it.
Right.
But it wouldn't need because you had your own. But he didn't understand that in Georgia, what we had. Remember I told you that I was talking to him? Well, you cool fool, I haven't used all the authority that I know I got. I'm like, him like, boy, you forgot who you talking to. You like, you don't know, you ain't used it because you don't know nothing about it.
He was fishing. Protector, he wanted to see what you was going to tell him. He was fishing.
Tell me, could you come down and teach my folk how to be colonize your own country? That mean you ain't no money in the world.
He was fishing and you left his line sitting right in that water.
You don't program these people to be non-resident alien for over 15, 20 years. You feel me?
Man,
And now you want me to come in and reverse to show them how to be a foreign national country? Impossible.
nasty work. Yeah.
Because their brain is already set. They done. You feel me?
Right. Oh man.
That makes sense to you? Y'all got it now?
That's clear.
You got somewhere you reckon now, right?
All right. And then the other question was, you spoke on canceling yourself out. Can you please explain? Because that kind of lost me. If
What do you mean
cash
cancel
the
yourself
check,
out? What do you mean?
were you talking about cashing the check at the post office? You said if you
Oh, no. When I filed and you filed in open court, you filed with a money order.
Okay.
So you filed with a post money order. So when they tried to deny or attempted to deny my filing of pro hot vice, so they returned the fee in a form of a United States Treasury check, and they were hoping I go cash it out because I would cancel that hot vice out, but I never canceled out.
That makes sense now. Okay.
You feel me?
Copy.
Okay.
Cool. I appreciate that, Protector.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got any questions?
Now that you remember that character, that the former, that treasonous national that used to be, I ain't call his name, they ain't his name no more. That tried to go into court or went into court on that truck that he did all that other paperwork on out in the street, and then try to use our jurisdiction. Well, he did use our jurisdiction to get out of it. So now he walk around trying to say he a sovereign because he got treated a certain way. I said, no, you only got treated that way because you carry my picture in the court with you. You feel me? And they know they couldn't touch you or touch anything around me. I said, but you went outside the protocol. Now we get ready to let Maryland know and all them know that, all these characters ain't got nothing to do with us. And then we're going to see how they react from that, right?
Right. Right.
See? Make sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, where we at?
Cool. Nationals, viewing audience, does anybody have any questions for our Protector? Online or on YouTube, out there in the world? Anybody?
No questions.
Oh, they got some questions. They're scared to answer them, but we good. What page we on?
We on 11 at this point.
Okay, so what are we talking about here?
We still in the April timeline.
Okay.
So we got the presentation of our on the 23rd, the IIEHU presented the Pink/Kanye full moon live call.
Right.
Our beautiful Nin Kamami Kare presented this workshop for us.
No, that's the Imperial Minister.
Imperial Minister.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, she said she wasn't wearing the Imperial Minister hat that day.
Oh, that's right. She did say that.
Imperial Minister, right?
All right, I got you.
We presented the Namashi Compass workshop, which was a good workshop. It was a cultural workshop, giving us the ins and outs of our calendar, our timeline, the reasons for certain months that we had, and how it all linked up. The seasons, minerals, flowers, what have you. And then we also the sun.
You brought it back into the universal norm. You brought it back to a 20-day count and a 13-month. So that's universal. You back in time. You back in rhythm. You feel me?
Right. Cool.
So that's one of the main things you did. You put everybody back in the zone. So as we live the calendar and live it and work it every day, it's gonna become better, and better, right?
Yes. And I'm hyped because I got my order in. So yeah, I'm gonna be chilling with our calendar. That is cool.
All right.
And then on this slide as well, the Sun Blasted 4 super sympathetic solar flares in near perfect harmony. So the sun is up there singing and it's hitting chords, buddy. It is not playing no games. And it's funny, Protector, you always say the sun could reach out and touch us, right? So I was watching the sun the other day, well, it was a couple weeks ago, and I just realized what you were saying when I seen the solar prominence and that daggone arm full of fire just out in space. And I'm like, boy, if you are in that vicinity when that come out, that's all fire on your planet. I mean, liquid, whatever, dropping from the sky. So, very interesting. All right, so this is
But they
slide
want to claim,
11.
but they want to claim religion, but they don't want to claim their sun worship. But they need the sun every morning. But then they want to claim religion. They make religion seem like it's more powerful than the sun. When the sun just told you don't give a damn about your God, what you believe, what you eat, or nothing. They can send a bolt of lightning, say a bolt of fire, and destroy you in an instant.
Instantly.
So where all this love, God love you so damn much at? You feel me? Because you got them all running scared now ever since 28 January 2022. They all running scared. They witnessed what I done. It's live. They've been watching me, like I told you, they've been watching me since I stayed in the military. You think they ain't watching me now? They watched me go read some Psalms out of the Bible, or whatever y'all want to call it. Okay? That you made it work. So if you made it work, that make you control the keys, right? Because they've been reading it for 2,000 years, they ain't worked yet.
True.
They beat you side the head with it. You got people call themselves memorizing it. They got good smooth, they say smooth words with it, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But it ain't brought no salvation nowhere. Remember, you got to kill a tree to write it.
True.
You didn't catch that one, did you?
That's super true. You really got to kill a tree to write it. Now, that's a fact. If it was a so-called God's right, you wouldn't have to kill nothing. It'd be a living.
It's already in your RNA DNA.
Right.
That's why they call it clairvoyance, intuition, psychometry, telepathy. Remember, your 4 higher senses. Then they got you focused on 1 sense, which is what?
Feel, touch,
smell, taste. Okay, whatever. See, smell, taste, hear, touch, right?
feel, taste, sight.
It's 1 sense.
Yeah.
That's 1 sense. And they say you got 5 senses. Well, no, that's 1 sense. The other 4 is what? Clairvoyance, intuition, psychometry, telepathic. That's still attached to your cell membrane. You feel me?
Right.
Oh, you like them albums, don't you?
Yeah.
So we had a good call tonight. Y'all good?
We good. We are at a time check. Till 3. What we doing, Protector?
Oh, I'm rolling. Y'all got something else for me? Come on. I mean, you can run a little longer y'all want to. It's up to y'all.
Cool. All right, let's go on to the next slide. Anybody got any questions?
No questions in the chat at the moment, host.
All right. And gratitude for our compass. That's big. All right, so on the 24th, Emperor confirmed and further revealed that 9 gates of hell exist. Prior to this, no mention of the number of gates were uttered. And on the 29th, Barack Obama mentioned the Emperor's Directive 0003Z, space, 2009, space, quote, oh, by the way, the active state is a cruise ship, not a speedboat. And this is the 15-year anniversary, acknowledging the state. All right, so on the first one, when the Protector opened up those gates, there was a conversation that we had. You know, of course, your mind starts to wander and ask questions. So he informed us that there were 9 gates of hell. You feel me? And nobody had a clue about that prior. So that was a good gem that he dropped on us. And then
you just got verification on the when they sent the sovereign Imperial Road Empire on the sun, letting us know that all them cats that came from all them other hells, they came from different universities, they done got trained, groomed, and now the Imperial Royal Grand Assembly is ready to roll. That's what they just showed us, right?
Yes, indeed.
And y'all supposed to be getting yourself ready, right?
Yes, indeed.
But some of them won't go out there and mess with the Yorkites and Muhammadites and you know, Tariq. what that boy in Philly likes, all that crap. I tell you, whatever they saying don't mean nothing. Cause we write our own story. I don't burn it up any damn way.
Yeah.
I don't burn all over there. Don't mean nothing. I'm burning every damn bit over there. That makes sense to you?
Makes sense.
Makes
Don't
sense.
mean nothing. That's why I'm like, why y'all worry about that stuff? I'm gonna burn it up. That's no meaning. There's nothing in it that got no facts.
Right.
I yield.
All right. So then we get to Barack Obama, and after his 100-day office speech, after the close, he makes the statement. Oh, by the way, Act of State is a cruise ship, not a speedboat, which is directed to our protector. After the president received certain documents, you feel me? Just letting the emperor know, and correspondence. I hear you, I see you, I feel you. However, it's a cruise ship, right? And why was it a cruise ship? It still is a cruise ship, but the predecessor chief had X amount of years, I think it was 4 years protector, left on that 10-year contract, or 10 years of needing to systematize the state or what have you, and get its formulations in. However, due to the circumstances, he abdicated that seat. And so the protector, right on time, came and did what he had to do, again, to secure our Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic into existence. You feel me? So important, very important, right? And this also brings to our mind the importance of, listening intently when leaders are, or government leaders are speaking, right? Because they do at times, a lot of times, majority of the time, have hidden coded messages in their speeches when they're talking, across the lines to other officials or whatever, and doesn't want the public to necessarily be aware, you feel me? Although it's said over public airwaves, it's coded. So, and we also spoke about this, right? People start scrambling. Active state, what's the active state? Who has the state, as the protector has mentioned, right? In those circles about, for those people in the know, right? Knowing that there's a state moving, an act of state, you feel me? And they want to know, well, who has the state or whatever. And then you also have the authorities here in America, Nancy Pelosi, saying what, y'all? Oh, we have a constitutional crisis. You feel me? So very, very, very interesting, and part of our story. So let's move on to the next slide. Unless we got any questions from anyone. If not, come on. All right, so then we have our celestial summary of occurrences in April 2024. If you haven't noticed, for all the listener audience, family that's been on these live calls with us, the one thing you know about us now is that we are in sync with the universe. You feel me? And the heavenly bodies, in a way, speaks to us. And so these are the different celestial occurrences that have occurred during the month of April. We give you a couple seconds to look through them or whatever, or you can go to any celestial happenings of 2024 and type in the month of April, and it will bring up the various events that have happened in what you would call the heavens, in the solar, in the heavens, yeah, and out in space, right? That has, or in the celestial, that has taken place. All right. All right, come on, let's get to the next slide. All right, so on the 30th, George Washington became the, quote, first U.S. cat president as he was administered the oath of office on the balcony of Federal Hall at the corner of Wall and Broad Street in New York City, 235-year anniversary. And I did not know this, and so it was significant to me because we always talk about corporations. And what better place, right, than Wall Street, New York City, to bring in a corporation? Because if you from where we from, listen, that is Capital Corporation right there. Like, Wall Street up and down, Broad Street up and down, right? That is all corporate America, and where they doing commercial trades, where you talk about certificates, bonds, things of that nature that's getting traded on the market. Wall Street, Broad Street is the stock market. For if y'all don't know, now you know that is the stock market. You feel me? So very interesting when I seen this. That just tripped me out, and it brought the whole corporation, the idea of that in full color. That was wild. So, all right, and I will read the quote. It says, "If we would agree to take the fezzes and turbans off, who they talking about? The Moors, right? End quote. Heads and remove the sandals from their feet and enforce severe punishments, and to also swear a death oath, O.ATH, right? Between ourselves to religiosity or religiously and faithfully, not to allow anyone to teach the Moorish children who they really were or who their forefathers were, and only allow the Moorish children to be taught that they were truly Negroes, black people, and colored folk. 200 years from today, the Moorish people would not know their nationality, nor their national name, their forefathers. Also, they would not know from which land or ancestors they were descended from." All right, I don't know if I need to read that again for anybody.
Wow. Yeah, could you read it again, host?
Yes, indeed. All right, so please, everybody out in the world, on the call, listening audience, listen. Right? Quote, "If we would agree to take the fezzes and turbans off the Moors," end quote, "heads and remove the sandals from their feet and enforce severe punishments, and to also swear a death oath between ourselves to religiously and faithfully not to allow anyone to teach the Moorish children who they really were or who their forefathers were, and only allow the Moorish children to be taught that they were truly Negroes, black people, and colored folk. 200 years from today, the Moorish people would not know their nationality, nor their national name, or their forefathers. Also, they would not know from which land or ancestors they are descended from." All right. And on the other side of the page, right, we have something that came out of the archives under, or 6 stories under the White House. And this is the proof that we have that we know it's there, right? And that they hid our story, right? It says, "Be it affirmed that this is a true copy from the Division of Archives, History and Records, Management of the Federal District of L-Eastmore, and that the names here, what it says?
Under.
Here, henceforth.
Henceforth. Oh, okay.
Henceforth are recorded in the Library of Congress at the United States of America as being the 8th presidents of said states prior to the selection of the 9th Masonic proprietor to the president's palace in 1789, which would be, all caps, George Washington, right? So in our journeys, in a lot of our journeys, we came across the most famous of the 8, which was John Henson, right? And a lot of people argue, oh, there wasn't no presidents before the first president, George Washington. Well, we know better now. You feel me? They had a Continental Congress. They had 2 Continental Congresses and a Confederate Congress, right? Before this dude, George Washington, came in. And so somebody had to be heads of those particular entities at that time. And so, as I stated, this is our proof. The first president being John Henson, second one being Richard Henry Lee, third one being Elias how y'all say his name? Boudinot. Right? The fourth, Thomas Mifflin. The fifth, John Hancock. He's another famous one, right? Write your John Hancock down. 6, Nathaniel Graham. 7, Arthur St. Clair. And the 8th one was Cyrus Griffin. These were the 8 presidents, Moorish presidents, Copy that? Moorish presidents before the all-cap George Washington and the corporation came in. All right, and that was 1789. Remember, George Washington's claim to fame is what? What did he do, y'all?
Cut down the cherry tree.
He chopped down the cherry tree, which we understand now was the Grand Moorish Vizier chair. You feel me? And our red flag. Right? So he chopped down the cherry tree. No, I cannot tell no lie. Right? So.
You get enough on that? They like that George Washington piece?
If that don't wake them up, I don't know what do. Protect them. They tell you right there what it is, right?
You know, see that because they don't think we know what we're doing. And we don't know what we know. We know what we know. You feel me?
Yes.
All right, so come on.
All right,
I finally got situated, right? 2 days, right? I know, right? I know I ain't mean to be that picky.
You good.
So
I'm just an emperor, that's all.
Come on to the next slide.
So let me link you with magic.
Come on.
Just a question. The first quote that you just read from George Washington, where is that from? Where is it taken from? If we would agree.
That's taken from the Moorish doctrine and back in the Bay, all that stuff back in the of the Bay, and actually comes out of some of it. Actually, no bullshit. You know, I give respect where it's due, but a lot of it comes from research that T-Bone did up there in Philly. Yeah, he said, you know, I call him T-Bone. Yeah. But that T-Baby, a lot of that research, but he had did a lot of research. No bullshit. I'm never gonna take that away from him. So I just told him he come into university and teach, but he want to teach a certain way and enforce something that you can't do. Feel me? So when we was on that live call together, matter of fact, I offered him the head position as the Imperial Chancellor. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he chose to go the other way, and then he got on that show with that girl, whatever her name is, whatever. He got on that show, and she asked him about that girl down, emperors and empresses and stuff. So you know they already pre-scripted, and he tried to attach me to that crazy girl in Charlotte. Y'all know I flip. So that's why I said that's it. He want everybody to read his stuff, but he don't want to read the real shit. So his shit ain't got no venue in it. So he need to go read my shit before he go in and start talking about me behind my face. You feel me? You know, I came straight forward. You know, so he got something, show it, prove it. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Perfect sense. Thank you, bro.
All right. So a lot of that came from that through Moore's teaching, research. You know, I get credit where credit due. Now, the Marcus crew, about 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, them boys was researchers beyond research, because they were, you know, so you got a lot of that stuff. They already did research for you. They just ain't got nowhere to dock it. They ain't got no venue.
Yeah.
You know, they have all the debates and all that stuff. Them boys doing a lot of research. They were doing their best to get outside that system. And when they couldn't get no venue, they started forcing it. And you can't force that because that's the system they set up. You can't come in now all of a sudden claim to be a sovereign. You feel me? And you got some status and you want to use that system set up for a corporation, and then you want to come in and make it live. Can't do it. Never work. So then they see them, when they see we got our apple still, then you see them running down, getting the apple still, this and that, and don't understand nothing about the process. You feel me?
Right.
Because they ain't nobody heard about the 1, 2, and 3 till I brought it to the table. You feel me?
Right.
They had no clue about the 1, 2, and 3. You feel me? Until I brought it to the table. Those who don't know, right?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the only thing they can say after that is what? Ain't no man can have that kind of power. See?
But
See the madness? See the madness? Because they ain't got it. Can't no anybody else get it. You feel me? We ain't got it. He can't get it. You feel me? All that bull. But anyway, I yield for the night. Well, let's end it on this one, all right?
All right, cool.
Family Lincoln with Magic Emperor. I added another question in there. This blood oath that he mentions in this picture, death blood oath, is that somehow tied to the the Moorish flag that is represented that the Confederates were carrying? Is that those two facts
Nah,
statements?
the blood oath Georgia boy talking about right there is on the end of in your proof on the in the Declaration Decree, and I think it's Psalms 120.
133, this one?
133, aim is 1-3.
19.
1-9, there you go. And that's what he's saying inside of you see it on the bottom of the L. Eastmore. And basically what he was saying is that they had to cut our brothers Moore's head off. But the king we going into England, they grew beards back then. The beer and the what they call it beer back then, what they call it, what they call it? Yeah, the malt and all they gonna be drinking, they're gonna be running down their beers. But they had to cut their brother's fez off, cut their head off to get what they had to get.
Right.
That's what they're talking about. They had to cut your fez off. That's what you were talking about a while ago. So they can steal your privileges. So, like I said, we make because the ones that got all these rights, they look like the ones that served us this morning. The one that's, our slave. So we cut them feathers off, take the sandals off. Yeah, they look just like my slave, my cook, my maid, my field workers. You feel me? They look just like them. And that's what they did. And remember, we didn't have internet back then.
Right.
See, you had internet back then, see? So you couldn't go tell your brother down the street that you just got your head cut off or your family cut because you had internet. They went away to let everybody know what's going on. So you got a lot of brothers who just woke up that morning and never seen the light of day again because they have already sent the order out. Mm-hmm. You starting to get it now? And once you done killed enough of us, what growing now? Fear.
Right.
Now everybody's scared to put that damn fears on you, bro. They gonna cut your head off.
That would kind of do it.
All
you need is a couple blocks or a couple towns worth of it, and you get the message out.
Get the message, don't come from.
Yeah.
Burning down your whole house, everything. You feel me?
Yep.
Completely doing what? Attempting to write you out of what? History.
Yep. Out of history.
So they can steal your privileges. Well, I told you earlier, when they took off the Imperial, they had to write you out of history. That's why you haven't heard the mirrors and Imperial up until now. And that only came about people doing research, and want to be deep, some of them, but they don't understand the whole thing. So, Aya Maria and the authority that she had. See, that's just 3 million acres the Empress got back as terror. And they more acres. They just think it's more acres than that, all the way up to Quebec. You feel me? Interesting, right?
Puts a whole nother spin on the end of one of the last poets' lines that said, "How earnest you seemed, how well you did learn, how vile a reward I received in return."
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
But think about it. What are you called today? You're called the African American. And they argue between themselves about another story of how you came over here on some boats, right? And it's proof. Benjamin Franklin said, why would we go and bring these fools from a dark continent, which we already on a dark continent, and we are the minorities? That's what Benjamin Franklin said. Now you got this guy right here, right? All caps, letting you know that they took an oath to chop your heads off and do what they have to do to what? Steal your privileges, your truth, your story, and live it out like it's theirs. If that don't wake people up, or you, me, ain't nothing gonna wake you up.
I think the word is genocide.
And it never stops. So that's when we go back into when the protector tell us we got to be lawyers, diplomats, bankers. Well, on that lawyer aspect, we know that we got Jesco Jen on the board. You feel me? It's there for you. You just got to be able to see it. The system is a fraud, and they frauded you. They frauded you out of your culture, your spirituality, your language, your babies, your future. That's what they did. That's genocide all day. And wrote you out of the present day. Like they say, if you're African American, you are not on the tree of nations. You don't exist. There is no such thing as black. It has no standing at law. So then what we talking about out here in the world? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just entertaining conversations between ourselves. Because it don't have no venue, leg, or anything to stand on. And when you go to court, you don't go for your blackness or anything. You go for civil rights. And you let that ship of human rights go past you because civil was more important than human. I don't know how, but you feel me?
Right.
It lets us know how the world was shaped that we live in today. You feel me? And now you know for a fact that you got a lot of, as we say, dirty Moors out there pushing a lot of BS.
Oh yeah.
A lot of BS. It don't have no, you feel me? No standing nowhere.
Right.
It get you jammed up though. You want to take it in court and do all this paperwork, it get you jammed up now.
Right.
That will happen. If you want a one-way ticket to go get 3 hots in the cot, yeah, go ahead and screw around. You feel me? And now with the emperor coming back, not only will you get 3 hots in the kite for the duration, the rest of your life, there ain't no need to come back out. You don't exist. They can hide you and throw you away. You don't exist. So, you know. We good?
I don't know. Are y'all good?
Because I'm a Nama. I exist. I'm live and breathing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Namas also is B.
Is B, forever will be.
It is. So, be and it exists. And you start to grow to that level, right?
Yes, indeed.
So I appreciate y'all handling me without the camera being on and everything, but you know, I'm doing a little moving and stuff. So I appreciate y'all, you know, but the call had to go, the show keep rolling, right?
Yeah.
Do that.
Good Emperor.
Indeed. All right, so cool. So well, you can shut it down now. Yeah, we gave them 3.5 hours.
All right, cool.
Yeah, cool. We pick it up tomorrow night, right?
Yes, we will. All right. Keep in mind, the HEM :space decrees, all caps HEM, decrees and grants limited delegation authority to all nominationals, non-executive directors, NEDs in parentheses, and non-directors, NDs, who are skilled and qualified to operate the sovereign state jurisdiction. The purpose is to implement and advance the modalities of commerce and cultural variegations for the properly formed and operational republic state, pursuant to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s. Mark your calendars for day 3, Friday, 24 May 2024 at 1700 hours, 5 p.m. EST, for the full Licorice / Flower Moon live reading, and join us as we continue showcasing our culture as well as the development of our sovereign state. Hashtag Nama Culture. All right. Mark your calendars for the 21st June 2024 for the full Strawberry Moon live call. That will peak at 9:08 p.m., 21:08 EST, effective day 22 June 2024. In closing, we would like to thank the Universal Traveler Dweller, the Absolute Royal Sovereign :space, all caps, HEM :space, Emperor :space, Sam Hu, Amini-Ray, quote, Adelo Yi, end quote, and the Imperial Royal family for their presence. Over, we express gratitude for all of our Imperial dynamic readers, listeners, pay attentioners, right? Gratitude to all the nominationals working behind the scene and our viewing audience on Zoom, YouTube for your attendance and participation. With that, we say, Salam alaikum with magic, and may the dweller be with you, divine beings, and may you continue to be a universal traveler, :space, dweller-emperor, :space, Sam Hu, Amini-Ray, quote, Adeloi, end quote, divine being, yeesh, smiley face.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Alaikum with magic.
Smiley face.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Alaikum with magic.
Remember, know thyself.
Like,
Okay?
magic.
No.